Guys, we might have just gotten our first real look at Doom in Avengers, Doomsday. And it's not what you'd expect. People are already roasting the design, saying it looks like Taika Waititi in cosplay. So yeah, we just got what could be our very first glimpse at Doom's look for Avengers, Doomsday. It showed up in a birthday invitation for Robert Downey Jr., and there's even a photo included. But what's really got people talking is Doom's new look. And honestly, the internet is having a field day with it. The design shows him wearing what looks like a transparent mask. Kinda reminds me of that bizarre movie, The Skin I Live In, just even more see-through. And you know what? It kinda makes sense. Marvel probably wants to show off the actor's face. I mean, whoever's playing him is likely getting paid more than anyone else. And Kevin Feige basically handed him the keys to the MCU. Still, it's a bit disappointing. I mean, Doom without the iconic metal mask? Even the Fantastic Four movie from 2005 nailed that look perfectly. Most of us were expecting something closer to an Iron Man-style mask, which would have made total sense. But nope, Marvel went with this design instead. Let me know what you think of this possible final look for Doom in Avengers, Doomsday. Is it fire or a total fail? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more updates like this. Guys, what just happened? Marvel literally stopped the world with nothing but a few chairs with names on them. But these aren't just any names. This is 25 years of history, iconic characters, and a lineup that only Marvel could pull off. We've got a massive roster on screen. Thunderbolts, Avengers, villains, allies, over 20 characters. And look at this, Loki is back. You know what that means. Dr. Doom is traveling all the way to the very beginning of the sacred timeline to reshape reality as he pleases. But does this mean Loki is doomed to die again? And here's the real game changer, it's not just Secret Wars. The X-Men are officially here, almost the entire OG team from the X-Men saga. This confirms everything we've seen in Marvel is officially canon in the MCU. No more doubts. Plus, we've got the Fantastic Four, Shang-Chi, and Namor teaming up with them? That's insane. And of course, Thor, Sam Wilson's Captain America, Shuri as Black Panther, and Bucky are all in the mix. Honestly, this feels more like Avengers versus X-Men than Doomsday. Could they actually change the title? What do you think? And to top it all off, Robert Downey Jr. is closing out this mind-blowing cast reveal. I still think it's impossible to fit all of Marvel into an Avengers movie. But no matter what, these films will always be massive events packed with legendary characters. It's absolute madness. Subscribe for more updates and stick around. I've got some wild Doomsday rumors you won't see coming. Catch you in the next one. Iron Man is actually Dr. Doom, Marvel's insane plan to rewrite history. This rumor is absolutely mind-blowing. According to insiders, Marvel is planning to reveal that Iron Man has actually been Dr. Doom all along. That's right. Iron Man from Earth 616 was always meant to be Victor Von Doom. Kang set him on the superhero path from birth in the sacred timeline to prevent his true origin, Dr. Doom, from ever existing in the MCU. Why? Because Doom would have been the one villain Kang could never defeat. And remember, the Russo brothers once said that Robert Downey Jr. is the ultimate Dr. Doom. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on this wild theory about Doom's real MCU origin, and don't forget to subscribe for more. Alright guys, I have to say, this rumor actually makes a lot of sense. I really like it. Some fans might feel like it betrays Robert Downey Jr.'s character, but think about it. this could be the perfect way to reboot Iron Man. The MCU has been struggling without him, and this twist could be Marvel's ultimate excuse to bring him back. Now, some people argue that this theory doesn't hold up because Robert has appeared as Iron Man in What If, and even in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. But, according to the rumor, this twist only applies to Earth 616. And honestly, they could easily explain it by saying that Kang placed Robert as Iron Man in every universe. One key thing to remember: Kevin Feige has repeatedly stated that Iron Man's sacrifice will never be undone. That moment is canon, no matter what. So, I'm really curious to see how they'd pull this off. What do you guys think? Would you be down for this twist? Let me know in the comments, and make sure to subscribe for more updates. This is insane. Avengers: Secret Wars might be the biggest and most epic MCU movie yet. Joe Russo himself has confirmed that this movie will feel like the beginning of a new story, not the end like Endgame. And among the latest rumors, we've got something huge: a showdown for the ages. Reports suggest that Edward Norton's Hulk will go head-to-head with Hugh Jackman's Wolverine in Avengers: Secret Wars. Guys, this is the fight we've been waiting for. Let me know in the comments. Are you hyped to finally see Wolverine vs. Hulk on the big screen? And of course, if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to subscribe. Now, we already got a little tease of this legendary battle in Deadpool and Wolverine, with a nod to the iconic comic book cover. But here's the real question: could Edward Norton actually return to the MCU? Recent rumors claim he's in talks for a cameo in Secret Wars, specifically to fight Wolverine. But I have my doubts. Norton had major creative differences with Marvel and has never seemed interested in coming back. That said, we've seen unexpected returns before, like Wesley Snipes' Blade. And while Ben Affleck hasn't officially returned yet, he's also rumored for Secret Wars. So what do you think? Will we see Edward Norton's Hulk again? Or will this fight be between Hugh Jackman's Wolverine and a variant of Mark Ruffalo's Hulk? Drop your thoughts in the comments and hit that subscribe button if you love this content. But wait, there's more! Josh Brolin's Thanos is rumored to return in Avengers: Secret Wars! And not just that, he'll reportedly be part of a multiversal team of heroes taking on Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom. Brolin himself has hinted that Thanos could come back, and according to Insider Live Warrior, he'll be a powerful ally. But his fate will stay true to the 2015 Secret Wars comics. Now, this might disappoint some fans who were hoping for the long-awaited Hulk vs. Thanos rematch that never happened in Endgame. But the real twist? Thanos fighting alongside the Avengers. And speaking of Hulk, check out my video on World War Hulk and how Avengers: Doomsday could change the MCU forever. Subscribe for more, and I'll catch you in the next one. World War Hulk is coming. Big rumors dropping. Guys, this is huge. Reports are saying that World War Hulk is actually happening, set to release in Phase 6, just 3 months before Avengers: Secret Wars, all the Hulks from the multiverse and comics. Apparently, the core plot of the movie will revolve around Master Hulk, played by Lou Ferrigno, ruling over a territory in Battleworld. Yes, folks, this highly debated Doomsday scenario is rumored to become a reality. For those unfamiliar, Battleworld is a planet created when Dr. Doom becomes the ruler of the multiverse. In the comics, it's divided into different epic Marvel sagas. One section could be Age of Apocalypse, another could feature World War Hulk, and so on. If these rumors are true, Marvel could adapt events that wouldn't be possible in other circumstances, making World War Hulk an insane cinematic experience. But what do you think? Will Battleworld be part of the MCU? Let me know in the comments. And if you're enjoying this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe for more updates. Rumors are heating up. Here's what's being said. Mark Ruffalo's Hulk will transform into Immortal Hulk. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine will play a key role, assembling a team of mutants and Avengers to take down Master Hulk. The movie is set to redeem the image of Hulk and She-Hulk in the MCU. Which of these rumors excites you the most? And do you think this movie will actually happen? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe for more Marvel news and deep dives. But wait, Spider-Man 4 could also be part of Battleworld? It gets crazier. Many insiders believe Spider-Man 4 will tie directly into Battleworld. The logic is simple. These movies are set right before Secret Wars, and all signs point to Avengers. Doomsday ending with Doctor Doom crowned as the god of the multiverse, creating Battleworld. If this happens, it could impact every single Marvel Studios project, including Daredevil, Born Again, Season 2. Speaking of Daredevil, check out my review of the latest episode, where I break down the biggest differences between Netflix Marvel and the MCU version. You can't miss it. Click here, and I'll see you there.
What are you thinking about over there?
Tum tum tururum tum tururum tum tururum. Hello guys, welcome to another video of the channel. Today with the episode 4 of A Night of the Seven Kingdom. And well, I had to say, this is crazy. I was super surprised with these scenes. Oh my god, this episode is so epic and so many levels. Say a lot about Westeros and all these length. It's an epic episode. It's all I'm gonna move that a little bit. It's okay. And well, I don't know if I'm gonna try it this way. We will see what happens. And well, I hope that you can hear me without problem. And well, I was saying that okay, this is awesome. This episode starts with, you know, the desperation and all this feeling that Duncan had because, you know, Ed betrayed him. So was so disappointed at that level, and Ed tried to connect with him again, and you know, he was super sad with this almost to cry and all that, and even he said something like, stop, don't cry, the squire don't do that, and even worse a night, so take it easy and we will see what happened. But of course he has a super upset with him, was super, you know, this feeling without, and he was thinking something like, oh my god, what I did with this Targaryen, because he knows that he screwed his life, because well, to protect this innocence. And of course he has a date with Baelor Targaryen, try to explore what happened with him. And well, it's a meeting actually, and they reunite and start to talk. Okay, we had two options. First of all, you died, and the second one, we need to I need to know if you are a great fighter or not. And Duncan was okay, what is happening here? I don't know what's going on, but okay, yes, I have great fight. It's not super training as you, but I had my knowledge about fight, with the sword and all that. And then here when Aaron, I think it's, let me see. Yes, because I was a little bit confused because all the Targaryen have the same name. Forgot. It's insane. Well, Aaron tried to negotiate because, and I recommend a lot watch the Hector scene because they explain the inside the character. And actually, the segment called inside the episode. So it's inside the character, their thought and all that. So I recommend a lot watch after the episode. And they explain without no interpretation that was literally Aaron, first of all, is super smart. And the first thing that he do was avoid the conflict between Duncan and him because Duncan, despite all, he's super tall, he's strong, so it's not a good idea fight with him hand to hand. So at the beginning was something like, okay, I want this epic battle, the 7-7 or 7 versus 7, because that was the first idea. First of all, avoid this confrontation hand to hand. But the second one was the idea that, how can I say that? It's something like do something big, do something memorable that his name was written in a stone, something that changed his era, something that he want to be a legend or almost that he did something, was an important Targaryen. It's no other Targaryen, the Targaryen. That was the idea. So he think in this epic battle, 7 versus 7, and for Duncan was super hard because if he could unite 7 warriors to fight with him, he is guilty without a doubt because no one trusts him. So that was so difficult in that moment to hear because at the end he is nothing for anyone. And was something like, oh my god. And we can see how desperate is him, how sad, how this feeling in this character, and it's crazy. I really enjoyed the episode, and we had super cool moment when I don't know the man that built the shield and he gave him the shield and he watched the 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 the, the pain that this little John did for him and was so cool. He watched the shooting star when all the wishes and all the hope start to that shooting star, and he think this is my moment. Maybe I can do that. Maybe I can fight. And well, and this is super cool because he reunited with this fossil way. I think it's fossil weight, something like that. Yes, false weight or fossil weight, false weight or fossil weight. Let me in the comment how is that name. But at the end, Raymond was something like, man, you are dead. But at the end, I think his cousin Stefan. He said, "Look, man, you are not alone. I'm with you. I'm gonna fight with you, and don't worry, at least in that sense. And I'm gonna try to get another man to fight with you, because at the end, the Targaryen, they are crazy, they are strange, so we need to try to fight against him, or against they. And at the end, spoiler alert, of course, he betrayed Duncan. And that moment was so deep. But we we are gonna talk about later. But that was the main idea, no? He betrayed him. But before that, we had another Targaryen that in this moment I forgot the name of this character, but he has this premonition with his dream, and I don't know if he give hope to Duncan in that moment, because he said something like, "Man, I dream with you, and I hope, and I know that I betrayed you, and I said something that is not true, that you kidnapped X, because that was the liar that he said is so deep, that liar that is another crime to him." And he said sorry, but that moment, that was the only um, the only chance that I have to survive, or with my uncle, my dad, and all that. So, but don't worry, because you had the opportunity in my dream, in my premonition. You'll survive, and you win this battle. Well, at least you kill, or you will kill a dragon. Don't I don't know if the correct word is don't worry, but at least you had an opportunity. And Duncan was something that, okay, it's not everything is lost, I think. But and here we had the day, After that, we had the raining night with all this emotion, and he actually is very, very sad, very, disappointing. And something that I really like, that at the end he defends the innocent, but the innocent was gone. He's her gone with her people for another town, and at the end, I don't know if he fought for nothing, or at least for a person that you know not even say thank you for um, save my life, or something like that. At the end, he didn't receive a thanks. That was something super sad for me, and at least in my perception, a little moment between him and her will be will be something great for what he did for her. But we don't have that thing, and we had I don't know. It's well, and well, guys, we had the day of the fight, and, and here is what I say. No, that Stefan betrayed him, and all the hope was gone. Was thinking that, oh man, this is super disappointed, super strange. What is going on? Will but when this super tall man fought him, and with all the town, actually he lost the hope, but at the end he get this value. He's he get this courage to fight, and said, "Come on, everyone here, everyone doesn't have courage to fight with these people. Come on, the noble houses of Westeros doesn't have the nuts to fight with me." Well, with better words, but that was the idea. And when everything looks like Plus, we had Baelor Targaryen appeared with him, and he said, "I'm gonna fight with you." With that, and Raymond, that in that moment, Lionel Baratheon named as a knight, and another cool stuff that Lionel fight with Duncan, his friend. Remember that in the first episode we had this friendship between they, so that was cool. I really like it. And without, without, how can I say it? Without a doubt, he said, "I'm gonna fight with you. It doesn't matter." And that's what's cool. My opinion, right? And okay, Raymond was called as a knight so he can fight. Was it will be something sad for me if he die in battle, but we will see what happened. And the other guy that he get was for X. X get all um, the other fighters. So that was something cool. And in that moment, finally, we had this epic son of the, all the theme song of Game of Thrones. Tum, tum, tururun, tum, tum. And I was saying something that finally we had the first, no, sorry, finally the series taking series itself, finally. It's super cool because all the other episode, of course, was the content of the series, but was something that they mock for the whole season and for the concept of Game of Thrones and all that. With that beginning with his shit itself and all that in the first episode, but here not. We had a crazy epic scene with Baelor, and actually they say it in the final episode that finally we had the beginning of this story. Finally, we had the epic fight that you were waiting for. It's here when everything starts. It's in the beginning of the story. And I was reading that they are thinking 50th season. It's super exaggerate, but this is the rumor right now. First of all, 4 or 5 season in this when X is a child, something as right now, and after that they jump 10 years later to show X as a prince for another 4 or 5 season, and they return for another jump for I think it's something like 10 years later for another 4 or 5 season with Ed as an old man, as a king, and all this tragic end that he had with Dunk. I'm not gonna do a spoiler with that, but maybe I will do a video explain his end. Was tragic, but that is the only thing that I'm gonna say. It's super sad when you watch this little kid that is super cool, is a great actor and a great character and all that, and the chemistry with Duncan super cool, and when you know all that, don't worry. Back to episode. That was the end. Baelor start to join to Duncan and fight. And here is when it's something that a cliche of the genre. The episode will be something like the path and the background of Dunk, and all his history when he was a kid, a little bit content, and with the mix of the battle. I think maybe the final battle will be in the episode 6 and no, the episode 4 5. Yes, guy, it's something interesting that I thought that this series is gonna have 8 episodes, but no, it's only 6. We we only had 2 episodes to finish the season. Imagine that. Only 6 episodes. A super mini series for HBO with this Night of the Seven Kingdom. So we only had 2 episodes. Maybe we could end this battle in this episode, and the episode 6 only the epilogue to the final, all the contrast, what happened, where are the character in that moment, and finish. Or maybe split the final battle with this context, all the background of Dunk, a little bit of the battle, and the episode sit the rest of the battle, and the final part of the season and all that. So guys, at the end, for me, this episode was a 10 out of 10. Was super epic, super emotional, with super crazy meanings about all the content of Westeros. It was the birth of a real knight in Westeros. Real man with courage, a real man with enough to fight against the oppression, or in favor to the innocent. But at the end, let me in the comment, what do you think? It was a super cool episode. I really like it. A 10 out of 10 to me. So guys, if you like this video, remember to subscribe. I am Wetex, and I see you in the episode 5 this Sunday, I think. Yes. And we'll see what happened, because I'm really excited to watch the next episode. I'm really excited to watch it. Let me your thought in the comment and see you. Remember to subscribe and share. Bye bye guys. Bye bye.
Doctor Doom won't be the main character in Avengers Doomsday. I know it sounds crazy. Everyone thought Marvel would do the same thing they did in Infinity War with Thanos, where the whole movie was about him. But this time, things are different. According to several insiders, the real MVPs of the movie are going to be Magneto and Sentry. These two are basically going to steal the show. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Wetex, and today we are going to talking about the crazy leaks about Avengers Doomsday. And right now we need to talking about Ian McKellen. Yes, because accidentally he mentioned that Magneto destroyed the whole New Jersey. Look at this.
Things will become a little bit easier, though I did destroy New Jersey the other day. Oh, I perhaps shouldn't have said that.
As the guy, my first theory in the movie was that Magneto, it will be the same Magneto that we saw in X-Men 3, when he lost the power and all this drama with the cure of the mutant. If you remember, we had the trilogy of Fox, the first Avenger. I want to review the whole saga. First of all, we had the First Class saga with 4 movies. After that, we had the Fox movie and the timeline continuation, Days Future Past, and the whole movie of Logan. And here we had the trap, because X-Men Days Future Past perfectly closed the whole saga for the Fox franchise, but Logan perfectly fixed to end the whole story. But it's something like a Stranger Thing. You can finish whatever you want, because you accept the Days Future Past at the last one. We had a perfect happy finale for everyone. But if you like Logan, that perfectly match with this X-Men franchise, all the X-Men die in the movie. So okay, I prefer the happy ending of the X-Men in Days of Future Past, because I was wondering which version of Magneto is it. And A future past is, we can imagine that it's other variant of the Fox legacy with the X-Men 3. This is the final of the franchise. We had a variant with a future past, a variant with Logan, so could be 3 variants. So we had X-Men 3, Magneto lost his power. A future past, he actually is super powerful. He fight against the Sentinels in that movie. Or, well, Logan even exists, So, which movie it could be? And the answer surprised me because it was fastly actually. Insider like Alex Perez are saying that Marvel is actually using a variant of the X-Men. In this reality, humans and mutants live in a perfect world, a utopia, but they had to fight many incursions to keep in that way. In their world, characters like Jean Grey and Storm already died in battle, and Beast is the one who knows everything about the multiverse. This is why Professor X and Magneto are working together as friends. The big conflict starts when the Avengers end up in the X-Men universe, since these mutants are used fighting multiverse threats. A massive war breaks out. This is a direct reference to Avengers vs. X-Men comics. It also explains why we might see different actors, because the original version of those characters are already gone in these timelines. So guys, that is why I thought that version of Magneto was of the X-Men 3, because he's an old man and I thought something like without power, But now it's confirmed that it doesn't in that way. And now we had talking about the other aspect important of these leaks is that these X-Men are used to fight with other versions of the character. For example, Captain America, Iron Man, or even Spider-Man. They fight with a lot of incursion in this universe. So, wow, it's something like incredible. And actually, it's funny that explain that other characters like Jean Grey and Storm are dead because, if they want to take part of the movie, it's easy to say that they die in fight, So that is something important that I want to remind. This X-Men fight with other incursion a lot of time. And I think this is the perfect opportunity to explain the secret world. How one universe invading other universe to prevailing in the multiverse. This is the entire plot twist of the next movie. And only a few characters of the 616 universe that we know knows about this violent truth. This character is Loki. And actually, he knows about that because he can explain all the situation. So we will see what happened. But let me in the comment, what do you think about this? There's another theory saying the movie starts with the X-Men invading Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man universe to stop an incursion. That means they had to destroy his world. Imagine Hugh Jackman Wolverine attacking Spider-Man. Rumor has it Alfred Molina's Doc Ock returns to help Spidey, even using the Stark text to build a special suit to fight the mutants. In the end, the TVA had to step in to save Spider-Man before his universe disappears. What? What the fuck? I can't imagine the magnitude of these X-Men. Actually, they are super used to receive a variant and attack another universe. It's super insane. I mean, what the hell? This X-Men is completely out of the control, out of the old stuff that we watch in the MCU. Is totally different. The only character that is the same level, I think, is Kang. Kang is the only character that fight with other variant in the multiverse as breath fight. It's something like another fight. And now I survive and destroy all the variant in the universe or something like that. That is the same level. This segment is I mean, I can imagine fight with the Avenger that actually didn't know about all this stuff. Only Loki know about the truth and that. I mean, it's super crazy. And if you notice something interesting, is that Hugh Jackman is apparently in the movie. No other leaks talk about Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine. This is the most important leaks until now, I believe, to the start of the movie. Hugh Jackman, Wolverine versus Spider-Man, and maybe at the beginning are villain, and after that becomes alive. But imagine that. Who is your bet for this fight? Wolverine or Spider-Man? Well, it's a little tricky because apparently the TVA saved Spider-Man, but I said it before. This movie is going to be the OG of fan service. Can imagine the whole fight that we will have in this movie, and uh, actually a lot of insiders are saying that we have 4 hours of content. And actually, I don't know if Cyclops said something like that. It's pure action, the whole movie. Imagine that with pure fan service. My God, the versus will be. I mean, oh God, it's going to be awesome. Well, guys, we need to talk about the final of the movie because apparently all the epic fight or the final fight will be in the void. Yes, guys, the last battle happened in the void, the same place from Deadpool and Wolverine. We see heroes, villains, and variants fighting all at once. Doctor Doom will even control Elliot. Inside of Fate, he, Wanda, and Franklin Richard are the one building this new pocket universe called Battle Worlds for Doom. Sentry is basically the battery that powers the whole team. This movie is going to be huge on fan service, cameos. Some people complain there are more fan service than plot, but hey, it's a superhero movie. Guy, if you notice, the leak says about the return of Wanda in this epic showdown. So we have Hugh Jackman and Wanda in the movie. That is apparently a secret for the movie. We will see what happens. It's strange that we need Sentry for the battery, for the battle wall, that because only with Franklin and Wanda we had enough power to recreate whatever you want. But well, we will see how this stuff happen in the movie. Let me in the comment what do you think about these super crazy leaks, which is your favorite, and I'll see you in another video. Bye bye guys.
Hey guys, how's it going? What's up? Let me check it out this clip first. Let me see. Okay, today we are gonna talking about the leak streak of Blade. This movie that actually I think was announced in 2019, if I remember well. Is a lot of time when Marshala Ali was officially confirmed to the role of Blade. But now it's 2026, and well, Marshala Ali is still waiting for this movie. But now we had this information about so what the movie is, or what the movie is supposed to be. So we are gonna start because as you see, it's a lot of information, so it's super crazy. So guys, the context. Marvel announced the film in 2019. Marshala Ali was revealed as Blade. Oh my god, these guys are so crazy. 2019 is 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 6 years ago. My god. What the hell? Well, it's supposed to be on theater in 2023, and well, actually in this year will supposed to be another movie, maybe the part 2. Imagine that. It's so crazy. But in 2023, a script restructuring was confirmed. Not the movie, rewriting the script. In 2024, the delay was revealed be indefinite. So this is incredible, guys, how this movie was freeze. That is the real expression to talk about this crazy project of Marvel. So we have the script. I'm gonna talking about him, and maybe you can give me your opinion, if you like it, if you don't like it, and what is your opinion about this. So the part 1, we see a group of ancient vampires. Each one leads a vampire community. One elder had a child with a human woman. His son is Aaron Thorne, and he is the villain. Well, that was a surprise because when they said something like vampire and a human, my first thought immediately was Blade, but we had something similar to him. Blade actually looks, it's here. Blade appears and kills Thorne's father. Thorne demands to inherit his father's position. He wants to hit to the position, and I mind, to order and all that. And well, this this elder man, or this elder vampire, was something with a really huge power inside the community. And I don't want to lose it, so it is exiled for being a half-breed. Thorne gathered a group of outcast vampires. His goal is to overthrow the elders. However, Thorn cannot walk in daylight. Well, this is something as another vampire story. He can walk in the daylight. That is something normal. Everything here is really normal for the moment, you know. Sorry, here my little doggy, but we need to continue it. Go for there, come on. So, a vampire revealed that Blade has a daughter. Her name is Sora, and she can walk in the sun. And if you remember, the first movie of Blade, actually Blade was the how can I say it? The special vampire with that power. Oh, let me see. Why not? Ah, it's true. Sorry for this. It need to be something like here. Sorry, it's true. I put it this down here, and now everyone can see me. Yes, it's true. Sorry for that. And we continue. As I was saying, the special vampire was Blade, and the other movies. So that was something that happened in the first movie of Wesley Snipes. So here apparently is Thorn that had this power. Sorry, the daughter of Blade. I was confused for a moment. So we'll continue. Let me see. I lost. La 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 la. Okay, I think it's something like here. Okay. Sora inherited her father's powers. Thor created a plan to kill Sora. With Sora blood, he wouldn't need to hide anymore. So the plot twist of the movie is hunting Sora. The part 2, Sora is attacked while traveling with her mother. Her mother intervenes and is killed. Sora witnesses everything but manages to escape. She hides at her voodoo grandmother's house. The grandmother decides to call Blade. Vampire tracks Sora down and attack the house. Blade arrives and kills one of the vampires. Thorn escapes with 3 other vampires. Well, and Blade appears on the page 16 of the script. And well, this is interesting because apparently we had this the movie apparently starts as a flashback, you know. First of all, it's the story about Thorn and this village of vampire. After that, we had some information about Sora, and I imagine that a little girl, and you know, after that he grown up. I don't think it's something like a child in the movie. Of course not. Apparently it's a teenager or something like. Let me see. This series called Hawkeye? Something like Hawkeye? I don't remember the name of the actress and the character. Let me see. Kate Bishop. I imagine that Kate Bishop, the Sora character, is something like Kate Bishop, a teenager, something like that, but not so young. So I imagine that kind of profile for that. What the hell? And something important is that blades appear on the page 16 of the script. So how can translate that information in minutes to calculate when blade appears? 20 minutes, 30 minutes? That is something like that. So imagine a Blade movie without Blade until 30 minutes later. We can, suppose, or we can start to understand why this movie was practically canceled. I don't know. What do you think? So, Sora discovered that Blade is her father. So, apparently he a part of her life. I think it's something like protect her and all that cliche, it's something like that. I imagine something like that. Something like he wanted to protect his little kid of this crazy world and all that. So Sora is no longer safe in New Orleans. Like, when he knew the truth and now is in the center of the spotlight of the whole violence of the vampire. I think something like that. The grandmother gives her a silver locket. Blake takes Sora to a Quincy Harker estate. Harker is wealthy and funds several vampire hunters. There Blade and Sora meet two other hunters, Rachel Helsing and Tash Nithall. So this is something cool because we had this kind of relative to Van Helsing. What do you think? It's cool. It's cool. This kind of cameo. Actually, it's stated here. Rachel is descendant of Van Helsing. I don't remember in the Werewolf in this series, this special event, we had a mention to Van Helsing. If you remember that, please let me in the comment below if we had that cameo in that series. Yeah, because I was confused. I was mixed these two topics, these two series, because I was thinking in I almost forget the Sandman. In the Sandman we had the descendant of Van Helsing, this girl that I think was falling in love with the guy with the teeth in the eyes. I don't remember the name. So that was my confusion. That is why I don't remember if we had a Van Helsing or the Helsing descendant or whatever in Marvel Universe. If we have, please let me in the comment because I'm really confused right now. Mixing these two series or these two, I don't know, because one is a brand, Marvel, and the other is only one series. So well, doesn't matter. Taj is an Indian warrior who has taken a vow of silence. Great, we had a character without saying anything. I think something like If you think this is a relief, the comedy relief in the movie, it looks like something like the comedy relief in a stranger name, Doctor Strange. these other sources that I didn't even remember his name right now. So, Harker investigated why Thorn is after Sora. He explained the importance of her blood. Sora learns that Blade is half vampire. Blade was raised by a vampire hunter. The hunter who raised him is named Jamal Afari. Jamal runs secret rural village. Blade plans to take Sora there to hide. So, for the moment, I don't know if when we started to know about the truth of Blade and all this mystery and all that, we had a little bit of flashback. Sorry guy, but I have a lot of trucks and a lot of cars right now. I don't know if the best moment to do a live stream, but let me in the comment if you like this hour. I'm going to try to better well, but for now it's the best moment to do it. We will see what happens. But well, that is my first impression. Let me in the comment if you prefer it in the morning, on afternoon, or at night even. We will see, but for the moment, I think to try in this time. Well, we continue. So Blake and Sora take a train to the village. During the trip, Blake explained, children develop their power during puberty. So this little girl is in the puberty. They fully turn when they drink blood. Jamal trained Blade before. He never drank blood. But when Blade finally did, he lost control and he killed Jamal's son. Oh, that was something unexpected. As a result, Blade was expelled and abandoned. The voodoo grandmother is Jamal's ex-wife. Oh, that is maybe why this, they broke up. Because apparently she loved Blade like a son. So Fear had Jamal start to hate Blade, and this woman called Voodoo loved Blade as a son too. So maybe this, start to broaden their relationship. She created a potion that helped Blade control his thirst. Blade fell in love with Sora's mother. Really? Here's the information. He distanced himself to keep them safe. He asked the grandmother to protect them. Later, he teamed up with Harker and began hunting vampires. So he distanced himself to protect his family. And the part 5 of the script, we have Thorn and his men attack the train. A major action sequence as they chase Sora. Blade kills another one of Thorn's followers. Thorn causes the train to derail. Blade and Sora manage to escape. So, and this part, I think is something, the best part of the movie, or the best part with CGI, big explosion, super crazy stuff, is something like, and actually I imagine this part as Shang-Chi movie. You remember, it's not exactly a train, but something as a bus. So, if you can, try to put this in the same level, imagine the trailer focusing this part of the movie, and with this action in the train. They try to sell the movie with that action scene and all that. I imagine something like that in this part, and I'm not absolutely sure that that scene is the most important action scenes in the movie, the most with the most budget and all that. But I don't know, it's something that I imagine actually. So Blade and Sora arrive at Jamal village. Jamal agrees to give them shelter. Sora overhears Blade planning to leave her with Jamal. Jamal apologizes to Blade for abandoning him. He asks Blade to not make the same mistake with Sora. So see, here is something a redemption part with Jamal. Because maybe in the past he hated so deeply that he doesn't care anymore about Blade. I mean, he left Blade, and here is something like sorry because all this and blah blah blah, and I imagine there's something like the deep moment of the movie, all this emotional part and all this. Thorn attacked the village with many vampires. It's in the whole movie, this guy. These vampires are the victims from the train. Oh, the victim, he becomes a vampire too. He is a real villain. Thorn kills Jamal and kidnaps Sora, or F with Jamal. Imagine that. All this emotional, and he bites him about not left Sora behind. And why? Because he's gonna die after that. It's a little cliche scene and all that. But for now, it's it's as another action movie without super high moment. It's something normal. The movie is great right now. Blade is captured and tortured. Raj and Taj arrive to rescue Blade. Rachel, sorry. And this part of the movie, Blade is captured. Imagine, because was a lot of character or a lot of vampire behind Blade. So, sorry, I'm a little bit tired. So they return to Harker's estate. They try to figure out where Sora might be. Blade discovers that Harker betrayed him. What? He had the first betrayed. Harker is working for Thorn. That's why they were attacked on the train at the first place, I think. And why the village was attacked. Harker explained that Thorn can be used. Oh, he wants to manipulate. He must be allowed to kill the elder first. Then it will be easier to kill Thorn. A path to protect the people. It's something like The Watchmen. If you watch the movie, you do something really bad to protect the people. Okay. And I was smooth my words, all the YouTube problem and all that. So, easy to kill Thorn. Sora life is a necessary sacrifice. Blade, Rachel, and Taj could tie with Harker. The three decide to rescue Sora themselves. Okay, it's not something like a fight between Harker and in this little group. It's something as a confession, but without a super big fight or something like that. He run away after that, after confess himself about this situation. They enraged Blade, Rachel, and Tash attack Thorn Temple. They way up Thorn army. Tash dies in the battle. Thorn is about to kill Blade, but Sora stops Thorn to drive the silver locket into him. Blade pushes Thorn into the sunlight. Thorn bursts into flames. and Blade and Sora return to New Orleans. They reunite with the Voodoo grandmother. Sora decides she cannot stay with Blade. She remains with her grandmother. Blade watched over her from the shadows. We saw her again over the year. We saw her aging over time. She never becomes a vampire. She survives using her mother potion, and she marries, has children, and dies in her 90s. Blade attended her funeral. Her granddaughter asked him, "Who you are?" Blade replied, "An old friend of the family." The guy, you wanna read the script? Follow me on Facebook as the Wetted Geek. Yes, we continue in live stream? Sorry. Connecting. We are still in live stream, guys. Sorry, I don't know why I had a little bit trouble with the internet. So I hope that we can signal right now. I hope you. Please let me in the comment. So apparently we had trouble, but apparently it's normal right now. So I don't know, guys. Well, okay, apparently it's Okay, well, actually, I finished the script of Blade. Even I was saying, you want to watch all these scripts, you can follow me on Facebook at the Wete Geek. Only that.
Alright, guys, we finally have the new trailer for Daredevil. But I gotta ask, does anyone actually care about the Devil of Hell Kitchen anymore? To be honest, it feels like there's zero buzz around the show, even less than for Wonder Man, which drops tomorrow or tonight. You want to be more specific. Actually, I think Marvel released the trailer only to boost Wonder Man, but for some reason, it just not landing the way it should. Look, Matt Murdock will always have his die-hard fans, but I wonder if the backlash from the previous season ended up killing the hype for the general audience. You know, those hate attacks that are so trendy right now. Remember the Stranger Things? Well, not everyone hates the series for that. But last season of Daredevil wasn't that bad. If you remember, even though it was controversial, some massive thing happens. Spoiler alert, Foggy died. Bullseye escaped. Punisher was captured, and Wilson became mayor, seizing absolute control of the city and not allowing superheroes. It was a total game changer. The only thing I'm a bit fuzzy on is what happened after the Muse attacked Matt's girlfriend. I know she was traumatized. Did he just push her away? Or she did it? I don't remember. Now Karen's back, but their dynamics feels off, especially since they seemed so distant before. But right now, the trailer starts with they as a couple falling in love, so was a little bit strange, at least to me. My overall impression is that no one is talking about this show. It's a shame. Disney hasn't found that clip that made the Netflix era so iconic. But honestly, even if nobody is talking about it, even if the viewer aren't there, I'm still going to talking about it. Because this is my channel. Screw you, you don't like it. And here, I'm talking about what I love. The trailer set start in a very weird place. Last season ended on a Stranger Things level cliffhanger, pure chaos, and Fizz holding the city in a chokehold while Max whirled from the shadows. But this trailer is open, all soft and romantic with Karen. It's a complete 180 from that underground resistant vibe we were expecting. The first 20 seconds feel like some bizarre utopia. It's as if Wanda Maximoff had distorted reality of where we're suddenly watching WandaVision. Everything just changed so abruptly. Then we see Bullseye just strolling down the street without caring the world. And here the weirdest part. Everyone is smiling. Everything looks perfect and honestly, so unsettling. Even the marble thumbnail at the video shows Matt Murdock laughing. Everyone is laughing. Like, what the hell? Why are they so happy? It's incredibly bizarre, and frankly, it's pure cringe. It feels totally out of the place. And we also had Bullseye really walking in the street without any fear that they are going to catch him. And also, we have the anti-vigilante task force of Kimpy, which in reality makes a mention to the comics Devil Reigns, where Fizz is Major, puts all the superhero in checks. In the comics, we had the participation from Daredevil, Luke Cage, Spider-Man. It's a street event of Marvel. Eventually, reality hits and the utopia fades, and things turn tense again. Matt gets attacked, and there's this weird moment where I'm not sure if it's a new villain or just a way to show Fizz is still the big bad. Maybe it's someone wearing Fizz mask without a big deal, but we will see what is the point of this character. And this is where, in theory, things start to move more into the action and superhero territory, right? But we'll still have those weird smiles, obviously intentional, but honestly it's made me cringe a lot. Thank goodness the trailer then gets more explosive with the anti-riot for. Now it finally clicks with last season, missing Matt Murdock. He had escaped, which here didn't make much sense to me. I mean, when he was running for office, there was kind of trust. But now they're hunting him. Sure, he wanted him in that cafeteria scene that when he became mayor, things would be very different. But the point is, they could have gone after him at any moment, and now he's escaping, or maybe keeping a very low profile. It just feels kind of strange to me, is that my opinion. And we have the boom, I think the most insulting, the return of Jessica Jones. That's right, we had the return of the Netflix character, Little. There is no doubt that Luke Cage could return. The only one that Pirra doesn't return because of the charisma and that Pirra didn't conquer the public is Iron Fist. But we'll be seeing. Let me know in the comment if you want the actor return. The thing is that we had the return of Jessica Jones, this actress everyone loves. Everyone loved her character, and then we had the Jessica Jones with her super strength attacking the anti-superhero forces of Fist. And apparently, the ambitious young guy from the last season is going to keep kissing up to Fist in order to gain bigger benefits. And it looks like he's going to have quite a lot of prominence this season. The trailer also showed us the place of Fist built some kind of facility, or whatever you want to call it, where he keeps people who get in his way. I wouldn't even call it a prison, more like kidnapping center. We already know Punisher was being held there. I also don't really know why he's doing all this boxing and sparring session. I'm not sure if it's because as a major, he can't physically fight superhero anymore or get literally involved like before. So he needs some kind of outlet for all that violence we've seen in him since season 1. We also get a glimpse of Foggy, which could be a flashback. We see him younger, of course. There's also a great fight between Daredevil and Fix anti-riot agents. And once again, the bizarre smile. At this point, it's kind of feel like a standard thing in the trailer. So yeah, guys, that's basically everything I noticed in the trailer. I had to say it looked good, but for me it was also pretty cringe and a bit strange. The best part was Jessica Jones, but I felt like it was missing something more explosive. Maybe more combat, or perhaps more characters. But I don't mean cameos. Maybe a big fight between Fitz and Daredevil, a brutal scenes, made me feel that hype and want to say, I want to see this now. So we are going to rate it from 1 to 10. And for me, being 10, the best score. So I will say that for now, it's a 5th. The truth is, Jessica Jones inspired me, but not enough. Part of my score is because this disconnection between the last season and this start of the trailer when everything looks like a new reality. I said it before, something created by Wanda and a WandaVision style. And if the people criticize Stranger Things with this disconnection between season 4 and 5, I don't think why not doing here. I mean, it's the same stuff. So, in a part of that, the strange little smiling, that was something really bizarre. So, it was strange. So, 6 out of 10 is the best score right now for this trailer. Let me know your thoughts in the comment, and I'll see you in the next time. Bye bye, guys. Have you ever wondered what the world's superpower will be? Meet Craig Hollis, better known as Mr. Immortal. He has the power of, you guessed it, immortality. The catch? He feels every bit of pain from his injuries. Because of this, he's become a pretty depressed hero who has actually tried to end it all on several occasions. But here the most tragic part, his immortality is absolutely. It's not like Wolverine or Deadpool, whose powers are based on healing factor that could eventually fail. A cosmic squirrel once told him that he's the only being in the entire multiverse with true immortality. Every living soul and cosmic entity will eventually fade away, but he will be the last one standing. When the last star in the universe finally goes dark, he'll be the only witness left, doomed to spend eternity alone in a total and absolute darkness. Marvel isn't actually trying to hide the story of Avengers Doomsday. The truth is, they are telling us the whole plot right now, but they are doing it out of the order. For the past few weeks, the Russo brothers had been telling the fans that the recent clicks and previews are just teaser. They were being serious. Every scene, every leaked photo, and every short trailer is a piece of one of the big puzzles. The problem isn't that we don't have the information. The problem is that nobody is putting the pieces together the right way. Here's exactly what those 6 Avengers Doomsday teasers are hiding. Most people didn't even realize there were 6 of them. So let's break down everything you mix. The foundation of this story starts with the hidden detail in the first major look we got at the new multiverse. Everything tied back to the post-credit scene of the Fantastic Four first steps in an alternate universe known as the Earth 828. Victor Von Doom wasn't born a villain. He was a brilliant man and the closest friend of Reed Richards. But everything changed during that famous mission into space, when the team was exposed to cosmic radiation to get their power. The experiment went horribly wrong for Victor. While the others became heroes, Victor was left permanently scarred and broken. Instead of taking responsibility for the mistakes, Reed Richards chose to bury the truth and move on to protect his own reputation as a hero. While Reed moves on to become a famous leader, Doom is left to rot in the shadow, fueled by the betrayal of his best friends. Years later, when his entire universe was threatened by the giant Galactus, Victor comes to a dark conclusion. The multiverse cannot be saved unless someone makes the ultimate sacrifice. This is the hidden motivation that connects all 6 previews with scenes. In that post-credit scene, we see Doom finally arrive in the Baxter building. He isn't looking for Reed. He isn't looking for revenge. He is there for Rick's sons, Franklin Richards. The next part of the puzzle showed up at the end of the Thunderbolt movie. A mysterious ship from another dimension entered our atmosphere of Earth 616, or the MCU universe, whatever it's called. No one knows where it came from, but it's using technology that wouldn't exist in our timeline. We see this same craft again in the Wakanda teaser. Shuri is walking along through a desert toward the wreckage, looking for answers about who or what just landed. If you look closely, the design of that ship perfectly matches the technology of the Fantastic Four. In that desert, Marvel used CGI to hide character who was standing right there, Doctor Doom. He is tracking the only thing that can stabilize a dying universe. The vibranium and a shard with the power to reshape reality itself. This is why the theme of the children is so important across all 6 teasers. In the Captain America footage, we see Steve Rogers holding a baby that shouldn't exist. The baby is a glitch in reality, and Doom is hunting it down. Steve has to become nomad just to keep the child safe. He isn't just running from a villain, he is trying to protect a future that Doom wants to harvest. In the third teaser, his daughter, Love, is fading away. She is made of cosmic energy, and her sickness means the universe itself is dying. Doom isn't the one killing her, but he is the one who arrived to take her power before it's gone. Then exists the theory that the X-Men were attacked by Sentinel, and that means the final incursion to destroy the universe of the Fantastic Four. That means the end of the doomed world. This is where the entire plan clicks into a place. Doom isn't trying to build an army to conquer the world. He is collecting future. To Doom, the Avengers are enemies. He thinks they are just emotional fools, standing in the way of the only logical solution. So guys, for this theory, we need to include the post-credit scene of the Fantastic Four first steps and Thunderbolts, and that complete the 6 trailers. And of course, it's all about use the multiverse's kids' power that don't use as a battery to create the battle world itself. For me, that is the information that the Russo brother includes in these teasers. Let me know your thoughts in the comment and I see you in the next video. if they come out and say the AK-2 has officially joined the Batman Part 2 at Harvey Dent AK-2 phase. According to Hollywood Reporter, this was a major casting move. And honestly, if they end up announcing Scarlett Johansson next, we're talking about full-on power couple inside the Batman universe. Now, here where the thing gets really interesting, because to me it's pretty much confirmed one thing. Winter Soldier is done in Avengers Doomsday. I mean, let's be real. Sebastian Stan committed to the Batman almost guarantee his character getting killed off. Possible spoiler for Avengers Doomsday, but this casting alone feels like a massive hint. So why is Scarlett Johansson even part of this conversation? Well, when the rumor first started about Sebastian Stan being eyed for Harvey Dent, there were also reports that Scarlett Johansson was in talk for the same projects. One of those rumors is now confirmed, Sebastian Stan. But we still don't know about Scarlett. We'll see if that deal actually happens. Some people are saying she could play Harvey Dent's wife, but honestly, that just doesn't really add up for me. I can't even think of a comic where Harvey Dent and his wife are some kind of thing going up against Batman. If you look at how Harvey Dent has traditionally been written, his wife is never positioned as a major player in the conflicts. His fall from idealistic district attorney to criminal mastermind, the drama comes from his duality, not from a partnership. Turning his wife into a co-villain will be a huge departure from the core of the character, and not necessarily in a way that adds depth. And yet, people saw those rumors and immediately went power couple versus Batman. The article even hinted like Batman facing off against Two-Face and his wife. Since when has Harvey Dent's wife ever been portrayed as a serious threat to Batman? I mean, seriously, can't remember a single storyline like that. If I missed some obscure 80s or 90s comics, feel free to call me out in the comments. So yeah, bottom line, Sebastian Stan as Two-Face is confirmed. Now we wait and see what happened with Scarlett Johansson. But honestly, there's another direction that makes way more sense to me. Phantasm. If you remember, Phantasm was created by Bruce Timm for animated Batman film. And if you ask me, that role fits Scarlett Johansson way better. She's a powerhouse on screen, a strong presence, commanding, magnetic. Casting someone like that as Harvey Dent's wife just feels like a wasting her talent. She deserves to be a major villain, and honestly, Phantasm fits this version of Batman better than Two-Face does as a primary antagonist. Because let's not forget, Matt Reeves' Batman is going for more grounded, realistic tone. So that probably rules out the whole Mr. Freeze angle that some insiders were talking about, with sci-fi's element and ice power, that will push things into a more fantastical direction, closer to the old Schwarzenegger version. But when you really think about it, Two-Face and Phantasm as the main villains actually makes a lot of sense for this universe. And of course, we'll probably still get smaller appearances from Penguin, and maybe some Joker teases with Barry Cohen. Everyone's obviously excited to see the Joker go up against this version of Batman, kind of like what the Dark Knight did, but I don't think Joker will be the main villain at all. Maybe just a few scenes here and there. Reeves isn't trying to repeat what Nolan already did. So let me know in the comments, what would you rather see? Scarlett Johansson as Harvey Dent's wife, or Scarlett Johansson as a Phantasm? One more thing that could give us a big clue is how they announce the role. If they say it's a secret casting for Phantasm, tell us everything. But if they come out and say she's playing Harvey Dent's wife, then that theory is dead. And honestly, that would pretty disappointing. Then we had to see whether Two-Face is the main villain or if there's another major antagonist in the films. We don't know that. And that leaves to see the next big question. What version of Two-Face are we getting? Are we seeing his full origin history like in The Dark Knight? Or is he already established as a criminal mastermind and we jump straight into Batman vs. Two-Face? Kind of like how the Penguin showed the rise and then the power shift. So we'll have to see what direction Matt Reeves chooses, origin story or full-on conflict right from the start. And according to Entertainment Weekly, the hype around the script is very real. Insiders are calling it explosive, truly unique, and even saying it has the movie of the year potential, with a real shot at crossing the $1 billion mark. That kind of buzz doesn't usually come from a slow burn setup movie. It sounds like more a story that throws you straight into the deep end, where the characters are already in motion and the stakes are immediate. That made me think, in my opinion, we may not get a traditional step-by-step Two-Face origin. Instead, we could be seeing Harvey Dent already transformed, or at least well into his death and forcing Batman into a full-scale psychological and moral battle from the start. Less how he began Two-Face and more what happened when Gotham's former symbol of justice became one of its greatest threats. And that is everything we know right now about the Batman. But think about the conflicts. Remember that James Gunn has confirmed that Pattinson Batman won't be part of the main DCU, saying this version doesn't fit his larger universe. That means we're heading toward two Batman on the big screen. One in the DCU alongside Superman and one in Matt Reeves' standalone Elseworld universe. Whether fans like it or not, comparisons are inevitable. And here's the real pressure point. If the Batman Part 2 becomes the phenomenon people are predicting, audiences are going to want more Pattinson, more Reeves, more of this darker ground and Gotham. That puts the new DCU Batman in a brutal position from day one. Who's the better actor? Which movie is better? Who wins at the box office? Andy Muschietti has an uphill battle no matter what. So the question is DC being bold running to Batman at once? Or is this massive strategy mistake? Let's talk about it in the comments. So guys, thanks for watching, subscribe for more DC and Marvel news, and of course theories, analysis and whatever, and see you in the next one. Bye bye guys. This will change everything in the Marvel Universe. The first look at Avengers Doomsday has leaked, and what we're seeing is going to blow your mind. As Steve Rogers is back, there are some who shouldn't exist, time travel that could shatter the multiverse, and Doom is lurking around every corner. This week, the wait ends, the madness begins, and everything you thought you knew about Marvel is gone. Welcome back, Disney on high alert. The Heart of Mouse has activated its security protocols across all social media platforms for the next few weeks because of the Avengers Doomsday sneak peek. Anyone who posts it will lose their account forever.
3 hours later.
It has already leaked. It's amazing! A screenshot of the Avengers Doomsday trailer has surfaced during the screening of Avatar Fire and Ash, and the internet is going crazy. This is what happened in 2025 when you make bizarre decisions in the age of social media. With that said, here what a longtime insider Daniel RPK is reporting. The first Doomsday trailer focuses on Steve Rogers. Yes, as expected, the first Avenger returns, the man out of time, Captain America. The trailer reportedly shows a stick time travel journey is an extended clip. It starts with Steve riding his motorcycle and pulling up to his house, the same one from Endgame. Steve gets off the bike and looks at his old Captain America uniform. Then, we see him holding his young son. The trailer ends with Steve Rogers will return in Avengers Doomsday, followed by a countdown. This is a total bombshell that gives us major clues or at least theories about what the plot of Doomsday could be. Just remember, guys, you'll only be able to confirm this in theater when you see the full trailer yourself. Considering we deal with AI face of the trailer all years long, just imagine what these next 2 days will be like. Don't believe everything you see. Drop a comment below if you expected Steve to return this soon or if you thought it would happen in Secret Wars. Everything indicates that Steve and his son timeline, very much like the show's Dark or other crazy time travel series,
could create a child who shouldn't exist, and whose very existence might breed the multiverse. That rift could reach Doom. What if Steve's perfect family ends up ruining Doom's life, causing tragedy and the death of his loved ones? That may be why Doom is chasing Steve across the multiverse. Even if this theory makes sense, unfortunately, it might not be the whole story. Since these events will affect the Fantastic Four universe, the Doom we're going to see is the S4 version, and this theory feels like a different variation than what is established in the Fantastic Four movie. And well guys, here's the rollout schedule for the upcoming trailers. Second trailer, Thor. Third trailer, Doctor Doom. Fourth trailer, the full movie. Release date, first trailer December 18, second trailer December 25, third trailer January 1, and fourth trailer January 8. And 19, the full movie is the January 8th, inserting. Drop a comment letting me know what you think the Doomsday plot will be based on all this info we have so far, and if you think releasing for a separate trailer is a good idea. Personally, I think it's kind of silly. They could have just released a standard trailer and a few unique sneak peeks attached to Avatar, instead threatening people while letting it leak anyway seems like one of the biggest blunders in cinema history, especially since it undermines such an epic production like Avatar. I'll be reading your comments. Subscribe for more news, leaks, and theories about Avengers Doomsday. See you in the next video.
The God of Thunder is preparing for the fight of his life. With a heart torn between fear and hope, Thor turned to his father with one final prayer: protect him, guide him, and let him live long enough to see his daughter again. The multiversal showdown is finally here. Can Doctor Doom actually take down a god? The answer might lie in Thor's own fear. In the moment, even the mighty God of Thunder is fall to his knees in prayer. Today we got an exclusive leak of the second teaser of Avengers Doomsday, and it changes everything. But what actually happening at Marvel right now? Is this a genius marketing play or a genuine security breach? I want to hear your theories in the comments. This teaser, which was originally scheduled for next week, focuses entirely on Thor, and it just leaked online. In the clip, we hear Thor say, "Of all the crowns, the realms, and the pride, I ask for none. Father, hear your son. I am worthy of life, yet I beg you to let me the thread extends. Not for thunder, not for the war. Just let me stay long enough to see my love once more." Remember, his adopted daughter Love literally carries of the power of eternity. Now, what's weird is that this is a pure audio leak. Usually, leaks out those globally recorded on potato videos like the Steve Royal teaser we saw earlier. It's pretty rare to get audio like this, and even though this version is a bit noisy, the dialogue is crystal clear. Interestingly, in Sword I'm claiming Thor appeared in his unworthy form, complete with a golden arm. Now that's a bit confusing, since we haven't seen that transformation on screen yet. Could we rule it out? Maybe. But imagine if Doom is the one who takes Thor's arm, leaving him feeling unworthy of the Mjolnir once again. This could be a massive reset for his character. The bigger picture, another quick update. According to Daniel RPK, the final Doomsday trailer, the big trailer 4, might not actually feature the full Avenger roster. That feels a bit off, doesn't it? It's hard to tell exactly what Marvel is cooking since these character-focused teasers are so short, but they're definitely building towards something huge. Drop your theories about that final trailer in the comment below. Drop in January 8th, and if you missed it, go check out my breakdown of a Steve Royal teaser right here. Until next time. Let's go! The X-Men are back. Magneto, Xavier, and Cyclops, the legend who defined our childhoods, still had one more story to tell. But honestly, It's probably not the story you were expecting. Marvel just dropped the third leaked teaser for Avengers Doomsday, and everything is pointing toward a dark tragedy and a total collision course. The X-Men versus Doctor Doom. And today's video, I'm breaking down every single frame of this teaser. The hidden Easter eggs, the shifting tone, and why this might be the most brutal fate and the mutants have ever faced in the MCU. What's up, guys? I'm Wetex. Before we dive in, I want to wish you all a happy new year and nothing but blessing. There's no better way to close out 2025 than with a massive reveal like this. So if you're a die-hard Marvel fan, hit that subscribe button right now because we are going straight into the teaser. The teaser kicks off with these haunting piano notes, a clear nod to the X-Men 97 theme. Then we hear Magneto, though some leaks say it might be Charles, dropping this heavy line. Death comes for us all. That's the only thing I know for sure. The question isn't whether you're ready to die, but who you will be when you finally close your eyes. We see Magneto with long hair, Professor X wheeling through a desolate X mansion, and a king chess piece levitating in the mid-air. And there's a shot of Eddie and Charles holding hands, with Charles wearing a blue suit featuring a black and red X. It's emotional, but it feels heavy. Then we see Cyclops in a forest. He rips off his visor and lets out a massive optic blast into the sky, absolutely screaming. Some shots suggest this is happening at the ruins of the mansion, and if you look closely, you can see the legs of a sentinel right behind him. The whole vibe is straight up horror. It's unsettling, especially the scene centered on Scott. And this is where I had to be real with you guys. I'm a little conflicted. How is it that after waiting years to see the X-Men properly integrated into the MCU, not just as a cameo, but as a team, it feels this depressing? For me, it's all about the tone. Maybe if the AI leaked, look a bit, but I was hoping to see the X-Men in their prime, doing legendary stuff. I love that we're getting the classic suits and the 97 theme, but why do they always have to be portrayed as broken or on the verge of extinction? In this teaser, Charles and Magneto look fragile, almost decrepit. Charles wasn't a young man in Multiverse of Madness, but he still felt like a powerhouse. That battle with Wanda had the kind of presence. And I know, they'll eventually face Doom and things will get epic. That's why they're in the movie in first place. But for a first impression, I wanted to see their power, not just their vulnerability. It's like James Gunn introduced Superman by showing him bleeding and defeated for the whole thriller. It's a bold choice, but I'm not sure it's the right one. Now let's talk about Cyclops. Setting aside the meme that Scott never does anything or just died immediately in live action, he's never really felt like the leader in the movies. Wolverine always stole that spotlight. Thankfully, he finally got the iconic suit, which looks incredible, but again, the setting is just apocalyptic. That line about death coming for us all feels like a death sentence for the team, especially for Scott. It felt like we're watching the moment the X-Men lose to Doom. That shot of him unleashing his power without the visor, that's a direct callback to some of the most iconic panels in comic history. So where do the X-Men fit into the bigger picture? Here's the theory. Rumor has it Robert Downey Jr., Doctor Doom, will personally destroy the X-Mansion during a showdown with Magneto. We're hearing that other mutants like Mystique and Gambit are part of this team too. Scott removing his visor isn't a hero moment. I mean, it's an epic moment. Every fan of Cyclops wants to see that. But it's a last stand in the ruins. And what about those Sentinels? Earlier leaks mentioned a Doom SWAT team, even with a green suit. But the teaser clearly shows Sentinels. Is Doom controlling them? The biggest rumor, though, is that Magneto might actually join Doom. World is Doom is building an army of multiverse heavy hitters, Wanda, Sentry, and Magneto, to serve as his elite guard. It wouldn't be the first time Magneto flipped sides, and that what made him such a wild card. What do you guys think? Do you love this dark gritty look, or were you hoping for something more superheroic? I don't mind seeing them humble, but I still want them to feel like icons. Let me know your theories in the comments. Why is Doom hunting the X-Men across the multiverse? Make sure to subscribe for more and stay tuned for my breakdown of that leaked Thor teaser. And guys, Happy New Year, God bless you, and I'll catch you in the next time. Bye bye guys. A queen has a duty that goes beyond her as an individual, that goes beyond her dreams, the duty to protect her people. What's up guys, the full trailer for Avengers Doomsday just dropped, and Wakanda is officially back after the events of Wakanda Forever. Shuri and Baku and Namor are returning to face a threat so massive that it's forcing the people of Talocan and the Wakandas to join forces. We're talking about a threat unlike anything they've ever seen, one that even going to require some multiversal help. Welcome back to Wete Geek Club guys, I'm Wetex, and today's video I'm breaking down everything we know about this fourth Avengers Doomsday teaser, which is officially set to premiere next week. So the trailer opens with Shuri and M'Baku trekking through a desert with Okoye right behind them. Shuri says, I had lost all my loved ones. The king has a duty to prepare our people for the afterlife. I had my own. Then we get some shots of Namor exploring a brand new look, along with Namora. We also see M'Baku introducing himself to Ben Grimm. I am M'Baku of Wakanda, to which Ben replies, I'm from James Street, between Brown and Grant. The teaser ends with Shuri boarding a Wakanda ship and striking the iconic Wakanda Forever pose. So let me know down in the comments, what do you think of this full teaser? Do you dig it? Or was it a message for you? Be real with me. And alright, we need to be realistic. Look, we all know the X-Men trailer was easily the most epic one so far. But I want to talk about the highs and lows of this new one. The good, we're getting the incredible mix of characters straight out fan service. You got Marvel giving us a team up between Wakanda and the Fantastic Four. Since Shuri intellects paired with Sven, I'm hyped to see how that dynamic plays out. Now, keeping in mind, people often say these teasers are just a promotional material and might not even be in the final cut. Drop a comment if you think this is a legit news leak or just another theory like the insider are claiming. The bat? Honestly, I think Marvel messed up the release order. Some sites were saying they had up to 7 teasers ready, but I bet my money this is the last one. The fourth and the final teaser before we get the full-blown trailer during the Super Bowl in February. So why ain't done such a low-key note? I would close things out with that epic X-Men trailer. That one featuring the return of the actor we actually love. That teaser clearly generated way more buzz than the Wakanda in Namor. Don't get me wrong, they look great. I love that they're leaning into the theme of grief and the pain Shuri is still carrying. Even after meeting her nephew, she still hasn't moved past those 2 massive losses. But she is still the queen. She is still the Black Panther. And Namor, that look is straight out of the Civil War comics. It's incredible. I love it. We already know how powerful he is from the last movie. But here it feels like he is coming in a full strength. Aside from that, the teaser is pretty chill. It leaves me wondering, what are they doing in a desert, when these characters are all about the jungle and the oceans? That underwater mystery is actually what intrigues me most. Even more than them meeting the Wakandans, which is saying a lot. But yeah guys, even though it's interesting, it's not exactly epic. It doesn't leave you with that desperate must-see hype the X-Men teaser gives us. It feels like a bit of a step back. Something much quieter. Plus, it lacks context. The Captain America teaser showed us an evolution, a legacy, I even got theories about that on my channel. The Thor teaser showed him as a father, fearing death for the first time, and showing actually terror toward Doom. If you're a fan of those characters, those teasers were insane. But this one, it feels like there's zero context, other than Shuri headspace. So yeah, that's my take. It feels like this is the weakest trailer of the bunch. It's cool, but it lacks the emotional weight that the other had. And obviously, the other had those big name returns. I think even a small skirmish would boost the hype, like Neymar versus the Thing, or Mbaku fighting Ben because he thinks he's alive with Neymar. That would give it the punch it's missing. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with me? On the bright side, we'll see if we get one more surprise. You can forget about those 6 or 7 teaser rumors, I wouldn't throw those. But one teaser showing Doom or something big wouldn't be crazy. Only time will tell. Honestly, this feels like the wrap up for the Doomsday teaser until we get more news or leaks in the coming weeks. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more. I'll leave you with another Avengers Doomsday video right here that I'm sure you love. Catch you in the next one.
Avatar, Fire and Ash is just the same movie all over again. Hold up. Wait a minute. Do me a huge favor and shut the hell up for a second. Yeah, I'm talking to you, the reviewer, who just parrot the same tired talking point over and over. Seriously, just shut up and actually watch the movies. I know, you love the Star Wars, Harry Potter, and Terminator, right? Why not? Newsflash, those are basically the same movie repeated too. And don't even get me started on Back to the Future. That's literally the same movie made 3 times in a row. And you know something? I love that trilogy. So, do us all a solid and pipe down. Guys, Avatar, Fire and Ash is officially cemented the franchise as one of the greatest CI trilogy of all time. I'm just gonna say it, this third installment is a straight out 10 out of 10. It's peak entertainment, it's a blast to watch, and honestly, it's pretty easy movie to break down. It's a third hour sit. The first hour is super solid, it establishes the new status quo perfectly, unlike the weight of the water. And this is a direct continuation, we're jumping right back into the thick of it. Neytiri is grieving her son. Loak is roaming in a survivor guild over his brother. Kitty and Spider are getting way closer. And Sully, he is the only one with any common sense trying to figure out how to take down high-tech mechs and heavy artillery using basically sticks and stones. Now, the second hour get a bit heavy, at least for me. This is where the real character work happens. Loak's redemption arc with the whole stuff with the whale, yeah, I call it a whale, deal with it, and all that stuff. More of the brother legacy. Then we get Sully turning himself into the humans, which leads to discovery that they capture Spider. That kicks off the most insane part of the second act. Spoiler alert, we find out Spider is the literally key to colonizing Pandora because he is the only human who can actually breathe the earth. This puts Sully in an impossible spot where he feels he has to kill his own son. It's a total Abraham and Isaac vibe. It's heavy, it's biblical, and it works. The third act, man, it's 80 minutes of pure unadulterated action. Let's be real. What other franchise besides Lord of the Rings can pull off that much carnage while still making you care about the character? So what do you think? Is it more of the same? Or are these critics just on the hate train? People love to mourn that Netflix kills cinema, and then when we get a massive high art blockbuster that actually tries, they trash it. Look at Marvel. They gave Brand New Day 6 months of post-production. 6 months. You can see the lack of polish a mile away. Avatar is in a different league. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. Go and see it on the biggest screen possible. Hit that subscribe button for more,
and I'll catch you in the next one. The God of Thunder is preparing for the fight of his life. With a heart torn between fear and hope, Thor turned to his father with one final prayer: protect him, guide him, and let him live long enough to see his daughter again. The multiversal showdown is finally here. Can Doctor Doom actually take down a god? The answer might lie in Thor's own fear. In the moment, even the mighty God of Thunder is fall to his knees in prayer. Today we got an exclusive leak of the second teaser of Avengers Doomsday, and it changes everything. But what actually happening at Marvel right now? Is this a genius marketing play or a genuine security breach? I want to hear your theories in the comments. This teaser, which was originally scheduled for next week, focuses entirely on Thor, and it just leaked online. In the clip, we hear Thor say, "Of all the crowns, the realms, and the pride, I ask for none. Father, hear your son. I am worthy of life, yet I beg you to let me the thread extend. Not for thunder, not for the war. Just let me stay long enough to see my love once more." Remember, his adopted daughter Love literally carried of the power of eternity. Now, what's weird is that this is a pure audio leak. Usually, leaks out those globally recorded on potato videos like the Steve Royal teaser we saw earlier. It's pretty rare to get audio like this, and even though this version is a bit noisy, the dialogue is crystal clear. Interestingly, in certain claiming Thor appeared in his unworthy form, complete with a golden arm. Now that's a bit confusing, since we haven't seen that transformation on screen yet. Could we rule it out? Maybe. But imagine if Doom is the one who takes Thor's arm, leaving him feeling unworthy of the Mjolnir once again. This could be a massive reset for his character. The bigger picture, another quick update. According to Daniel RPK, the final Doomsday trailer, the big trailer 4, might not actually feature the full Avenger roster. That feels a bit off, doesn't it? It's hard to tell exactly what Marvel is cooking since these character-focused teasers are so short, but they're definitely building towards something huge. Drop your theories about that final trailer in the comment below. Dropping January 8th, and if you missed it, go check out my breakdown of a Steve Royal teaser right here. Until next time. Doom is coming. The biggest threat the Avengers had ever faced is closer than ever. Rumor has it, we'll see the first trailer of Avengers Doomsday when Avatar 3 premieres. But now, this whisper secret the biggest Doomsday rumor yet. The possible trailer description. Stick around because in this video I'll share the rumored trailer description that will leave everyone in shock. You won't believe that they keep secrets. Welcome guys to Wetex Geek Club, the channel where I talk about the latest in superheroes. I'm Wetex, and let's start with the info revealed by Comics Book. So these aren't just random rumors. Remember, there could be a slightly different version of the trailer. But let's see how much matches these scripts. Info from Comic Book. There are multiple trailers. This one is 1 minute and 48 seconds long. It starts with Doom's voice. Doom talks about his life, his struggle, and his pain. He's in a cemetery, raining. His face is hiding. Only his silhouette is visible. Cut to Professor X's school. The school is attacked by guards in green uniforms. A big explosion happened. Then Loki's voice. I had one hope left, and it's you. Thor appeared on a coast, probably the new Asgard. We hear Wakanda shouting in battle. Sam Wilson and Rick Richards look at the sky. Both have scared faces. Doctor Strange runs through a dark room, in what seems like another dimension. He sees two universes collide. Two planets get destroyed at the same time. Doom says, "At last, I free myself from this trap, an eternal and deadly trap." Doom looks directly at the camera. His face is scarred, burnt. The scar is in the center, worse on the left side.
the Avengers Doomsday logo appears. Then a TVA portal. An old house appears. Steve Rogers and Peggy Carter leave the house. Okay, guys, I tried to sound more epic, but actually the trailer sounds insane. Do you think? Well, but it's real? Here's my full breakdown. First, I'm surprised by the trailer length, almost 2 minutes. But hey, the first Superman trailer was the same, so I guess it's fine. I expect more of a teaser first, but Marvel is going all in now. Starting with Doom made sense. He is the main attraction. And how did the X-Men give the trailer credibility? It would be weird not see them when they make up 70% of the cast. In certain detail, Doom attacks Shark Xavier's school. Another rumor says Magneto leaves the X-Men and may also be defeated. I find funny imagining Doom leading a Green Universe squad. Power Ranger maybe? Everything is fine until Loki appears. Okay, sure, some unannounced character will appear, but in the trailer? Not sure. Many rumors force Loki into the story. Honestly, I see him appearing in the third act, after Doom's win and set out his battle war. That when he said, I had one hope left. Loki realized too late how bad things got. Loki is a cosmic level being now, like a god among gods. Showing in early is odd, but Marvel is pushing cosmic level character like Galactus in Fantastic Four. Seeing Thor and Loki together is suspicious. Who imagined that meeting? I mean, in Avengers Doomsday, because in Secret War it's obvious it's gonna be there. But in Doomsday, I don't know. A highlight. Sam Wilson and Rick Richard teaming up. That is cool. Even if Sam as a leader is debatable, it makes sense. I think there was a minor civil war backstage with the Thunderbolt trying to be the new Avenger. Sam takes the lead. Doctor Strange proves this is a multiversal story, like Deadpool and Wolverine, not a Thunderbolt movie. It feels like a mix of Infinity War and Deadpool and Wolverine, with many heroes on separate missions against villains, and the X-Men universe chaos. I mean, comic booky. Super comic booky, and that is exciting. Doctor Strange likely guides us through these multiversal events. Secret Wars, collision of worlds. Besides, Doom explains some of his story too. A deadly trap? What did it mean with this statement? Weird. Even in Fantastic Four, Sue didn't know about this trap. The line, you know why I'm here, suggests Doom if after a specific people or thing for his plans. And here the risky part. Doom's scarred face at the start is terrifying. Because at the beginning they talked about use a transparent mask with this kind of weird look. I mean, that was something is exists and now is AI. Because, you know, the face selling ticket is Robert Downey Jr. and with this aspect, you can see his face. But the rumor said they will dare to scar his face fully. I don't know. I mean, I hope so. It would be insane. Singing like that in Avengers Doomsday. And after in Secret Wars, look his face restored. I don't know. Comment below what you think. It will be incredible to see Doom original comic suit. Fully comic accurate. And they actually keep the scarred look. I mean, it's gonna be awesome. The final thing at Captain America House also seen AI generated. We'll see if Marvel really dare to show Cat like this. So that's my honest take. Points I think are real, points that might be fake or ridiculous. Now, no Thunderbolts, very suspicious. Comment below what you think we'll see in the trailer. Which parts sound real, which don't. I'll read you them all. By the way, check out this insane video hearing that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man returning in Avengers Doomsday. See you there. The universe is fading, something huge is coming. The biggest threat the Avengers will ever face. A force ready to twist our reality, to make us bow to the power, the magic, and the mind of the one and only Doctor Doom. But here the wild part. A classic hero we all love might be the key to warn on the multiverse before it's too late. Guys, Daniel RPK just confirmed Tobey Maguire for Doomsday. So now the question is, if Tobey is real, is Mayday Parker real too? Well guys, welcome to Wetex Geek Club. I'm Wetex and today we are breaking down the rumor that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man joins Avengers Doomsday. The rumor says Loki builds a team with the TVA, bringing together the anchor of the multiverse. Tobey Maguire is the anchor of his world. It's the same case with Cyclops and Steve Rogers. These heroes most face Doom. And here another detail. Mayday Parker, Spider-Man's daughter, could be in the movie. So the question, could Sadie Sink play Mayday? If yes, that gives Tobey a reason to fight that he's deep. But what happened with Spider-Man Brand New Day? It's a lot of confused stuff here guys, and I don't know what is real right now, but that is the rumor for Avengers Doomsday. Now let's talk about the big bone of the week. The idea of Tobey in Doomsday is getting stronger. And honestly, this is insane. Everything points to this movie being some kind of Secret Wars Part 1. There are too many universal storylines happening. Let me give you a small recap. Early rumors said Doomsday had a 7-day structure inspired by creation. The 10th ring from Shang-Chi and Kamala Bangle were cosmic tools Doom needed to build the battle world. Then we had Wanda and Sentry returning as a tool for Doom's plan. But notice something? The story had zero space for the X-Men, even though the 70% of the cast come from the Fox universe. Now that doesn't mean they're the Fox X-Men. They're probably variants. Now the rumors add Spider-Man and other major heroes as a key players. Do you wanna see the supposed leak outline? I'll leave it at the end of this video. But let me be real, I still don't fully buy Tobey having a huge role. Maybe he shows up near the end or help in the third act, but as a main character, I doubt it. And honestly, any rumor that puts non-X-Men hero as a lead feels wrong. Why bring all those X-Men just to give them 20 minutes? That made no sense. Yeah, many X-Men will fall in the fight, I don't have any doubt about it. But most of the movie should take place in that mutant universe, the same one I believe Monica Rambeau landed in. And I know everyone forgot about her, but if you see this idea somewhere else, it started here. And finally, we had a rumor that those include the X-Men. Ian McKellen's Magneto loses to Robert Downey Jr. Dr. Doom in Doomsday. His helmet gets destroyed. Doom offers him a place at his side in the battle world, because he needs both him and Wanda. Yes, Wanda, played by Elizabeth Olsen as a variant from the X-Men universe. Now this part makes more sense. Magneto might be the leader of the X-Men in this world, or maybe they live in the utopia Magneto always wanted. I don't know where the humans without the X genes fit here, but we'll see. Also, Patrick Stewart is confirmed as Charles Xavier, so what role does he play if Magneto leaves the X-Men? Is he the mentor? Is he something else? Or is he the Krillin of the X-Men again? Have you noticed every time Charles shows up he dies? Would that mean happen again? Draw your theories in the comment guys. Now let me try the mental exercise. How does Tobey fix into this movie? For me it's clear. This film is a multiverse event. It won't take place in our main universe. I called it 616 universe because it's a huge confuse. But so the movie might open here in the 616 universe, but the Fantastic Four arrive and warn us about Doom. They jump into the X-Men universe where the most of the story happened. The Thunderbolt, the Fantastic Four, Sam Wilson, Captain America, all those characters from the 616 universe. And again, I called it in that way only because, try to avoid a lot of confusion. Imagine our heroes teaming out with the X-Men straight out of the comics. Just picture that. So, where those Spider-Man fits? Here the twist, Tom Holland is not confirmed. Crazy, right? It made no sense. He was important in Infinity War. But let's say for some reason Holland isn't in the movie. Tobey arrived in the X-Men universe because the TVA detects that his world
is the first one that will collapse when Dooms activate the Battle World. As an anchor, the TVA pulls him out seconds before the fall. Then he joins Endgame era Cap, now called Nomad in the X-Men universe, where Doom is rising. Doom starts breaking that world apart to take its resources. Xavier senses Toby doesn't belong and sees the danger in his mind, so Toby becomes the messenger between the X-Men and the TVA. He is the first one who understands what Doom is doing, not just destroying universe, but mixing them to build a world where he is the only law. The X-Men respect Toby because he's not trying to control them, he's trying to warn them, and that opened the door for him to be the bridge between them and the heroes of the 616. And again, I mean Sam Wilson, the Thunderbolts, and the Avengers we know. And for me, that is the most logical role for Toby, a warning, a guide, a link between worlds. Now tell me in the comments, do you think we'll see Toby's Spider-Man with the X-Men? It already happened in the animated series, so it will be cool not, but if you ask me, I'd rather see all three Spider-Man in Secret Wars. That made more sense, and if Holland doesn't show up in Doomsday, that's bad. He's an active hero, he shouldn't be missing. So let's see what excuse they use in Brand New Day to explain why he's not in Doomsday. Drop your theories below and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to watch my other Doomsday video. I break down every rumor and every detail. See you there. Bye bye guys. Hey guys, it's been a while since we had any big news from Marvel. Finally, we had some real info worth talking about. We got some hint about what we might see in the Avengers Doomsday trailer this December, plus some rumors about the movie that could change the entire future of the MCU. So, this is Wet the Gift Club and let's dive in. Alright, first up, these details come from Film Threat, and they said the trailer we saw wasn't 100% finished, but Marvel showed Doom in full. Down placing like a classic monster. His performance is like the Phantom of the Opera. Doom is tragic and tortured. Part of that is because of he needs the armor. His body is broken, and his face is scarred. His legs don't work without the armor. Doom is 100% monster. He needs the suit to function. This trailer will drop with Avatar 3, and remember, hit the theater on December 19th. This look amazing. The trailer scene full center on Doom, and if the movie delivers with Robert Downey Jr. playing him, I could honestly call him the Darth Vader of our era, a tortured villain, a classic monster like Frankenstein or Dracula. He needs his armor to survive, even to walk. Let's recap a bit. As a kid, his mom Cynthia made a deal with Mephisto, trading her soul for the power to protect their people. After her death and his father Werner, Victor focused on his studies. Both. This eventually brought him to the US where he met his old enemy, Reed Richards. So Victor is both scientist and sorceress. Doom became obsessed with creating a machine that could send a soul to the other dimension. He wanted to save his mom from Mephisto. Reed pointed out a flaw, but Doom arrogantly ignoring him, thinking Reed wanted to outshine him. The machine exploded, disfiguring Doom's face. He was expelled for an ethical experiment. Since then, he blamed Reed for disfigurement and exile, giving birth to the rivalry we know. We'll see what origin they give him in Doomsday and why he is so injured. There's even a chance Franklin in the Fantastic Four movie post-credits healed his face. Drop a comment if you think this will be Doom's origin in Doomsday, or if we might see something closer to the Fantastic Four movie, I mean 2004 movie, like the Space Trip story. Though, as we saw in the S4 movie in July, he's already king of Latveria, a huge change from the old Fox story. I want to hear your theories, so write your opinion below. Now let's get into rumor revealed by comic book. So, possible spoiler ahead. Be careful. Marvel was inspired by the creation. The creation comes from the Bible book of Genesis.
The whole movie will take place in 7 days. There will be a 7 days countdown, and Doom will need 7 days to create the battle world. Each day will bring something insane. For example, Day 1 manipulate Franklin to help build the multiverse. Day 2 steal Shang-Chi rings and Kamala bracelets to control cosmic energy without destroying it. Later days manipulate characters like Wanda, Sentry, and Loki. Day 7, Doom sits on his throne over Battleworld, the universe rebuilding his image. What should you think of this 7-day structure? Day 1, Doom creates the multiverse, then manipulate Marvel's most cosmic being until Day 7, when he finally sits on his throne. Imagine the movie showing each day like this, day by day, each event unfolding. Pretty cool, right? I wanna hear your thoughts in the comments. Guys, don't forget to subscribe if you like this video, and check out my Marvel Zombie review, the latest episode breakdown I did. I'll see you there. Bye bye guys. At first, the multiverse was huge. Branches of the multiverse were expanded with Multiverse Universe. Different versions of our favorite characters developed their story, until Khan appeared in the multiverse. Then he started the multiverse war, but one Khan defeated all his variants. After defeating them, he closed the entire multiverse. He also created a single sacred timeline to prevent another version of him from appearing in the multiverse. Because a constant of Khan is that his variants are always clever enough to discover the multiverse. However, Silver killed that Khan. This caused the multiverse to be reborn, and all these variants come back. Later, Khan created and led his console. At this point, Marvel decided to discard Khan. Welcome guys to What the Geek Club, the channel for superhero and all things geek. In this video, we'll cover the most shocking news about Avengers Doomsday, but first I had to give you the full context of the plan before the Jonathan Major controversy. You know Marvel Multiverse plan changed a lot after that? Subscribe so you don't miss any updates. Now the legendary insider Daniel R.P. shared the ultimate rumors about the movie before its trailer. Marvel kept the idea of variant, but this time they focus on Doctor Doom. There will be multiple Doom variants in Doomsday. One variant is even a woman. Either they work together or not is unclear. He also doesn't say it will see other actor. If this is true, a fan theory come back. Tony Stark might be a Doom variant, but the Russo brothers said Doom is the ultimate doomed. No variants and nothing weird with Tony Stark. But we see variants are back in Marvel, so maybe Tony could be a variant, or the other way around. Probably of all my videos, this rumor is the more reliable I've shared. If you follow me, you know I track official news closely and check all rumors. But since Daniel R.P. is the source, the chances true is high. Has been an insider since the start of the multiverse. He became popular from, and I think, Guardian of the Galaxy until now. He one of the first to reveal the 3 Spider-Man in No Way Home, so I trust him. Here a curious detail about the female Doom. Marvel is giving her a spotlight in the rumors. It made me wonder if she will be a Lady Deadpool or if she will have something to do with the plot. Also, how does it work with the story where Doom will eliminate the Khan at the start of the movie? Either it shows his power and cruelty, just like they did with Thanos and Loki. Insiders said they want to give a farewell to Jonathan and his character, whose situation supposedly ends. I don't remember exactly how, but everything looks fine right now. So we will see how these two concepts fix in the movie. RPK also mentioned Chris Evans will play Nomad in Doomsday. In the comics, after leaving Captain America behind, Steve Rogers enjoyed life. Then he realized the government was evil, spreading crime and corruption. Steve decided to fight under a new identity, Nomad. He has a new costume with no symbol, as a man without country. This image suppose has leaked. This Nomad will be on version of Cat. Remember this Cat traveled through time, so he might have Thor hammer. Also rumors suggest Hydra Cat could appear in the movie. On the other hand, we had more information about Vision Quest. that connects to Secret World. Vision, Billy, and Tommy will search for Wanda, and this information comes from Alex Perez. Thor has a subplot in Doomsday. His story ties to the ending, but will go through a really rough time. Star-Lord and Gamora won't be in Doomsday. Star-Lord will be in Secret Wars. Shuri tried to extract Vision Gem, key in Vision Quest series, and that is something that I really like because we still have this kind of Marvel team up in the series and in the movie. And talking about that, Billy and Tommy reunited in the series. Vision Quest connect directly to Secret Wars. It hints at the Champion series, oh la la with this news, and Billy and Tommy want to find Wanda. Curiously, this detail matched the leaked concept art from years ago. Billy and Tommy appears together, and Vision is seen with Star-Lord. Currently, there's a wild rumor. Marvel has 30 trailers for Avengers Doomsday. Yes, 30. It's supposedly they really want to pick out the most epic one. They want to show off a lot of Doom and make the audience fall in love again after the Marvel drop. Do you think they can make Doom unforgettable? Subscribe so do you miss the final choice. Check my previous videos, one about Doom possible origin according to the rumors, and my Welcome to Derry series, which is shocking everyone. Don't miss them. Bro, did they just leak the main timeline of Avengers Doomsday? What good fan, welcome back to Wetek Geek Club, I'm Wetek, and today we got some wide info from comic book that could reveal part of the Avengers Doomsday plot. This connects with my last video where I told you the trailer focused my look, but now we're going deeper like movie structure deep. But yo listen, this is still a rumor land, hype land, theory land, so you will see how my take can low-key challenge those parts, or at least make you think twice about them. So here's the crazy part. Marvel took inspo from the creation in the book of Genesis. The whole movie goes down in 7 days, with a 7-day countdown on the screen. Doom needs 7 days to build the battle world. So yeah, I'm gonna break this down day by day movie style. Day 1. Doom manipulates Franklin Richard to create a new universe space. This could be years after they first meet. It also means Franklin healed Doom's face, and Doom come back like, yo, I need one more favor. But how he do this without Rhea and Sue pulling out? Like, no man. But tell me in the comments your opinion how it could actually happen. Day 2. Doom gets Shang-Chi rings and Kamala Khan's bangle, so he can handle the cosmic power without dying. And honestly, this one feels super real. Marvel teased Shang-Chi being protagonist, and same with Kamala bangles. Everybody knows those things got some crazy cosmic power behind them. So this is not just a rumor, this is like the move that makes sense. It's the logical way for Marvel to bring those items back and give Shang-Chi real spotlight. Not just one movie and disappear. Day 3. He steals Galactus techs and cosmic energy to build the foundation of the new Earth. This one's wild. It means we might see Galactus in Doomsday? Could Doom and Galactus fight? Maybe, but probably not. Remember, Galactus isn't somewhere out in the galaxy, so Doom could sneak in, grab what he needs, and dip. Day 4. Doom manipulates Wanda Maximoff. She thinks she's redeeming herself, but actually she helps Doom fuse dimensions. Be revealed! This confirms Wanda isn't dead. Rumors say she tried to make up for her past, but it's disappointing that her kid or the event from Agatha aren't mentioned. That series still feels so whatever in the MCU, right? Day 5. Doom captures Sentry to use his power of 1,000 suns to fool the new Earth. Wow, everyone's talking about Sentry. You'd think such powerful character would just show up briefly, like Captain Marvel in Endgame, but not. He's prisoner with a major rule. Sad, but essential to Doom's plan. Day 6. Doom still locks his power to control time, which triggered the final incursion, the event that destroyed the multiverse. Fans really want to see Loki again. Now he is a cosmic entity watching the multiverse, so a fight with Doom makes sense. This could be the most epic battle, heavy emotional vibe, probably Act 3 energy, given a sad Infinity War style ending. Day 7. Doom sits on his throne over Battleworld. The universe is rebuilding his image. The final day might be short. 1 to 5 minutes on the screen could show Doom his throne, his allies, and the hero left in these lands. What's cool about this rumor is they don't explain the full movie. It's like the detailed synopsis. No clear info on death. And imagine Doom having allies. He can do all this alone. Some rumors say that version of Avengers helping, like Hydra Cap. Nothing something real, no X-Men mentioned, even though half the cast is dead. Could destroy this theory? Well, I want to hear your ideas. So what do you think about this 7-day structure? Would you prefer Infinity War style pacing? Which day is your favorite? What fight do you wanna see? And how could you fit the X-Men in here? Drop in the comments. So guys, remember to see my video about the first Doomsday trailer explained. So we got only just a month to go. Marvel is coming heavy. Let's go and see you there. Bye bye. The story of Avengers Doomsday isn't just another Marvel movie. It feels like the moment where everything changed. All the heroes we grow up with, all the legends we love, stepping into the fight that's bigger than anything we've seen before. And at the center of it all, Doctor Doom. Marvel just leaked the fuse. They gave us the first big signal of what's coming, and trust me, it's epic. In this video we're diving deep into the new look, the details, and why Doomsday might become the movie that rewrites the Marvel Universe. But let's start with the moment we've all been waiting for, the first official look at Robert Downey Jr. as Doom. Marvel Shanghai dropped a massive light show for Avengers Doomsday, and man, it gave a chill. We see Doom and his throne, calm but powerful. Then he rises, cape floating, magic globe in his hand, with the mask on. Right after, flashes of the Avenger logo, Black Panther, the Fantastic Four, and even the X-Men. It felt like a message. This is bigger than just one thing. This is everyone. But here's the part that really hit me. For months, rumor says Robert's Doom will have a half transparent mask, so you could still see his face. And yeah, that makes sense where you're paying him millions. But what Marvel showed us now? Pure comic book energy. Dark, iconic, perfect, I love it! Still, the big question remains, will Doom keep the mask on through the whole movie? Or will Marvel pull a Tom Holland showing his face every chance they get? And that's not all, they also reveal more about the movie. The sides are set: Wakandans, Fantastic Four, Avengers, and the X-Men. Doom's throne, his magic, his symbol is all confirmed. Plus, the green rings that might connect straight to the multiverse. Remember in Shang-Chi they said the rings were tied to something bigger. Now it all makes sense. Shang-Chi's role in Doomsday could be massive, because if those rings are the key, they might be the only way to travel across the multiverse. This isn't just a fight. It's the beginning of a war that could decide the future of the entire Marvel universe. So let me in the comments what you think, and I'm gonna let you my videos about all the rumors, theories, and all that kind of stuff related to Avengers Doomsday, and of course more about Spider-Man Brand New Day. See you there.
Doctor Doom won't be the main character in Avengers Doomsday. I know it sounds crazy. Everyone thought Marvel would do the same thing they did in Infinity War with Thanos, where the whole movie was about him. But this time, things are different. According to several insiders, the real MVPs of the movie are going to be Magneto and Sentry. These two are basically going to steal the show. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Wetex, and today we are going to talking about the crazy leaks about Avengers Doomsday. And right now we need to talking about Ian McKellen. Yes, because accidentally he mentioned that Magneto destroyed the whole New Jersey. Look at this.
Things will become a little bit easier, though I did destroy New Jersey the other day. Oh, I perhaps shouldn't have said that.
As the guy, my first theory in the movie was that Magneto, it will be the same Magneto that we saw in X-Men 3 when he lost the power and all this drama with the cure of the mutant. If you remember, we had the trilogy of Fox, the first Avenger. I want to review the whole saga. First of all, we had the First Class saga with 4 movies. After that, we had the Fox movie and the timeline continuation, Days Future Past, and the whole movie of Logan. And here we have the trap, because X-Men Days Future Past perfectly closed the whole saga for the Fox franchise, but Logan perfectly fixed to end the whole story. But you know, it's something like a Stranger Thing. You can finish whatever you want, because you accept the Day Future Past at the last one. We had a perfect happy finally for everyone. But if you like Logan, that perfectly match with this X-Men franchise, all the X-Men die in the movie. So okay, I prefer the happy ending of the X-Men in Days of Future Past, because I was wondering which version of Magneto is it. And a Future Past is, we can imagine that it's other variant of the Fox legacy with the X-Men 3. This is the final of the franchise. We had a variant with Days Future Past, a variant with Logan, so could be 3 variants. So we had X-Men 3, Magneto lost his power. Days Future Past, he actually is super powerful. He fight against the Sentinels in that movie. Or, well, Logan even exists, you know? So, which movie it could be? And the answer surprised me, because it was fastly actually. Insider like Alex Perez are saying that Marvel is actually using a variant of the X-Men. In this reality, humans and mutants live in a perfect world, utopia, but they had to fight many incursions to keep in that way. In their world, characters like Jean Grey and Storm already died in battle, and Beast is the one who knows everything about the multiverse. This is why Professor X and Magneto are working together as friends. The big conflict starts when the Avengers end up in the X-Men universe, since these mutants are used fighting multiverse threats. A massive war breaks out. This is a direct reference to Avengers vs. X-Men comics. It also explains why we might see different actors, because the original version of those characters are already gone in these timelines. So guys, that is why I thought that version of Magneto was of the X-Men 3, because he's an old man and I thought something like without power, you know? But now it's confirmed that it doesn't in that way. And now we had talking about the other aspect important of these leaks, is that these X-Men are used to fight with other versions of the character. For example, Captain America, Iron Man, or even Spider-Man. They fight with a lot of incursion in this universe. So, wow, you know, it's something like incredible. And actually, it's funny that explain that other characters like Jean Grey and the Storm are dead, because, you know, if they want to take part of the movie, it's easy to say that they die in fight, you know? So that is something important that I want to remind. This X-Men fight with other incursion a lot of time. And I think this is the perfect opportunity to explain the secret words. How one universe invading other universe to prevailing in the multiverse. This is the entire plot twist of the next movie. And only a few characters of the 616 universe that we know knows about this violent truth. This character is Loki. And actually, he knows about that because he can explain all the situation. So we will see what happened. But let me in the comment, what do you think about this? There's another theory saying the movie starts with the X-Men invading Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man universe to stop an incursion. That means they had to destroy his world. Imagine Hugh Jackman Wolverine attacking Spider-Man. Rumor has it Alfred Molina's Doc Ock returns to help Spidey, even using the Stark text to build a special suit to fight the mutants. In the end, the TVA had to step in to save Spider-Man before his universe disappears. What? What the fuck? I can't imagine the magnitude of these X-Men. Actually, they are super used to receive a variant and attack another universe. It's super insane. I mean, what the hell? This X-Men is completely out of the control, out of the old stuff that we watch in the MCU. Is totally different. The only character that is the same level, I think, is Kang. Kang is the only character that fight with other variant in the multiverse as breath fight. You know, it's something like another fight. And now I survive and destroy all the variant in the universe or something like that. That is the same level. This X-Men is I mean, I can't imagine fight with the Avengers that actually didn't know about all this stuff. Only Loki know about the truth, and that I mean, it's super crazy. And if you notice something interesting, is that Hugh Jackman is apparently in the movie. No other leaks talk about Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine. This is the most important leaks until now, I believe, to the start of the movie. Hugh Jackman Wolverine versus Spider-Man, and maybe at the beginning are villain, and after that becomes alive. But imagine that. Who is your bet for this fight? Wolverine or Spider-Man? Well, it's a little tricky because apparently the TVA saved Spider-Man, but I said it before, this movie is going to be the OG of fan service. You can imagine the whole fight that we will have in this movie. And actually, a lot of insiders are saying that we have 4 hours of content. And actually, I don't know if Cyclops said something like that. It's pure action, the whole movie. Imagine that with pure fan service. My God. The versus will be, oh God, it's going to be awesome. Well, guys, we need to talk about the final of the movie because apparently all the epic fight or the final fight will be in the void. Yes, guys, the last battle happened in the void, the same place from Deadpool and Wolverine. We see heroes, villains, and variants fighting all at once. Doctor Doom will even control Elliot. Inside of Fate, he, Wanda, and Franklin Richard are the one building this new pocket universe called Battle Worlds for Doom. Sentry is basically the battery that powers the whole team. This movie is going to be huge on fan service, cameos. Some people complain there are more fan service than plot, but hey, it's a superhero movie. Guys, if you notice, the leak says about the return of Wanda in this epic showdown. So, we have Hugh Jackman and Wanda in the movie. That is apparently a secret for the movie. We will see what happened. It's strange that we need Sentry for the battery, for the battle, that because only with Franklin and Wanda we had enough power to recreate whatever you want. But well, we will see how this stuff happen in the movie. Let me in the comment what do you think about these super crazy leaks, which is your favorite, and I'll see you in another video. Bye bye guys. Super Mario Galaxy the movie just dropped a brand new trailer, and honestly, Nintendo completely cut off guard this Sunday. Nobody saw this coming, but we finally got a fresh look during the Nintendo Directs. The trailer kicks off with Super Mario and Luigi, who are basically acting like superheroes within the Peach world. This kind of supernatural setting where they are the ones of stepping up to handle any threats or issues across the kingdoms. We see a direct nod to Super Mario Odyssey, featuring a massive terrifying beast that shakes the entire screen with its roar. Our heroes aren't empty-handed. They got the classic fire flower powered up. I had to say, the transformation sequence looks absolutely stunning. We also see Luigi struggling with his usually scaredy cat personality, which provides some great comic relief. As they head deeper into a cave, the tension wraps up. Just when it looks like a monster is about to strike, we get the reveal everyone had been waiting for. Yoshi is finally making his big screen debut. Yeah, come on. If you look closely, though it seems like Yoshi might be from a different universe, he is coming out of the pipes, and this cave is packed with them. Since he is literally inside of one of the pipes, it's safe to assume he is a visitor, just like Mario and Luigi were at the start of the first movie. After that reveal, the trailer just got off the rails. The first half was a slow burn for the Yoshi intro, but the rest is just pure explosive energy. My god, the Easter eggs are everywhere. It's a total deep dive into the franchise's history. One thing that caught my eyes, even though I'm not claiming to be the ultimate Mario fan, was the dungeon theme. They nailed those classic fire levels. There's even a segment with the iconic rotting fire bars where Peach and Mario are dodging obstacles like pros. It looks insane. We're also getting a frat suit Luigi from Super Mario Bros. 3. And of course a massive shout out to Yoshi Island. It even looks like we'll see Baby Mario and Baby Luigi at some point. There's just so much happening at once and it looks incredible. To sum it up, the trailer is spectacular. The animation is top tier and the scale of the movie looks massive. It feels like they played it safe with the first movie to see how it performs. Now that it's a proven hit, they're going all in with the fan service and crossover elements. Let me know in the comment which reference you notice. Now, I do wanna play devil advocate for a second. If I had one minor concern, is the Marvel effects. Oh well, the haters say that, the Marvel effects. The risk of overstuffing the movie with so many elements that the story gets lost in the fan service. And what is the problem with that, Marvel haters? And something is true. We see what happens when you scram too many villains or plot points into a short runtime. Look at Spider-Man 3. It can be a bit of a mess. So my only real question is how they're going to tie everything together. Yoshi, the baby version of the character, Bowser Jr., and all the different games worlds into one cohesive plot. That said, we had to admit Nintendo proved they could make the Mario Kart element work perfectly in the first film, and even Super Donkey Kong. So I'm sure they had a solid plan for this too. It looks like Mario and Luigi are officially the protector of the kingdoms now, which opens the door for us to explore a lot of different worlds. There's even a shot of the trio traveling through the pipes into what look like at different universes. This movie is going to be a blast. I'm hyped and I can't wait to see it on the big screen. I'm Wetex And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
¡Vamos, gente! El último tráiler de Master of the Universe presenta una paradoja fascinante. Es una producción que apuesta de lleno por la nostalgia pura, pero que al mismo tiempo toma decisiones visuales que, sin duda, dividirán a la audiencia. A primera vista, la atmósfera de la película evoca esa fantasía épica y, desde mi opinión personal, las crónicas de Narnia. Me lo recuerda. Pero, a pesar de eso, no oculta para nada sus raíces de dibujo animado. La cinta abraza una estética marcadamente caricaturesca que se siente como un cosplay incluso de alto presupuesto, por supuesto, ¿verdad? Y es una apuesta arriesgada que respeta el tono exagerado del material original, aunque corre el riesgo de parecer excesiva para el público actual. Sin embargo, para mí, lo que realmente es what the fuck con esta producción es el CGI. Hay una falta de realismo evidente de los efectos digitales, que sinceramente parece una película vieja, algo así como John Carter del 2011, ¿se acuerdan de esa película de Disney? Si bien los efectos parecen sostenerse mejor en escenas oscuras, las secuencias diurnas carecen del pulido que hemos llegado a esperar en sus producciones modernas. Ahí tenemos, por ejemplo, Dungeons and Dragons. La historia nos cuenta cómo He-Man quiere volver a su reino, viviendo una vida relativamente cotidiana en la Tierra. Ya conocemos este tipo de historia antes de avanzar a lo fantástico, pero lo que realmente es genial es Jared Leto como Skeletor. Es que luce espectacular, luce con efectos prácticos y CGI, pero está alucinante. Lo que sí es que el físico de He-Man, pues vean, no está tan fuerte, no se mira tan pompeado, tan grande, como si el actor de los 90, el que hizo de Rocky, no recuerdo bien su nombre, pero vean, hay un mundo de diferencia. Incluso en la mítica escena de "Yo tengo el poder", realmente no me transmitía ese poder, esa presencia, ¿no? De alguien fuerte. Pero bueno, he visto muchas reacciones de la gente llorando, de la gente, "Ay, Dios mío, He-Man, ay, ah". Pero pues para mí esas son las grandes cosas a criticar, el CGI y también el tema de que pues He-Man no se mira tan grande como su versión de los 90 y bueno, eso para mí sí es una notable diferencia. Pero igual la película se mira que va a ser bastante entretenida, se mira que va a estar genial. Espero que pulan los efectos especiales. Es cierto que tal vez no estoy tan emocionado, pero sí tengo grandes expectativas. Sí me gusta porque está muy calcada de la caricatura y creo que no va a ser un bodrio. Déjame tu opinión en los comentarios y nos vemos en el siguiente video.
Who's your favorite Spider-Man? Tobey Maguire is not just nostalgia. He really captured the classic Peter Parker like the one from the 90 animated series. Shy, awkward, and true to the character. Andrew Garfield is where the debate starts. Many say he was an amazing Spider-Man, but not the best Peter. His version was cooler, more confident, and that didn't work for everyone. Tom Holland, he felt like Tony Stark apprentice, almost like Iron Man 2.0. But now they fit that, and he honestly had the potential to become the definitive Spider-Man. But what about you? What is your favorite? For me, it's super clear. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. But remember, Tom Holland had the potential to be the definitive Spider-Man. Remember to subscribe for more. See you. Sony is about to screw up Miles Morales.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Yes, it's official, guy. Sony is rebooting its entire Spider-Man universe without Spider-Man, by the way, after the box office failure of Craven. Now Sony has decided to start from zero with a brand new universe that will be 100% connected from the beginning. So, there are strong rumors that this new universe could introduce a live-action Miles Morales. And back in October, Kevin Feige said that he wants Miles Morales to the MCU. And Sony said, we already had plans for Miles Morales in 19 bad plans. So guys, here's the big question. Is Sony about to build something great? Or they're gonna ruin Miles Morales like they did with their Spider-Verse? We will see. Remember to subscribe if you like this news, and I'll see you in the next time. Bye bye, guys. Superman was a disaster, and James Gunn knows it. That's why he shut down Variety. Everything's gonna be different. Man of Tomorrow isn't a sequel. No following the same direction. It's no centered around Superman. This feels like a soft reboot, something like Thor Ragnarok. The movie isn't in film in March. The production started in April. And this film is going to change a lot about the DCU. And I think it's something like the tone in the comedy. And, this strange shot. And actually, they say that every DC movie will have a completely different tone. I don't know, we will see with Supergirl what exactly the difference between these two movies. But let me in the comment, what do you think about this? Superman was a disaster or not? I'm gonna read you below in the comments. Subscribe if you like this video for more news about the Geek world. I'm Wetex, bye bye. Do you know that origin of Axel Joker? It all began when Alfred revealed the identity of the man in white to Bruce. His name was Joseph Green, an orphan who survived as a street performer. He was so talented that he left the echo for blocks. But it was a scam. He was secretly piping nitrous oxide from a dental clinic into the alley. The gas made his audience suggestible, allowing him to drain their pockets until he had amassed a massive fortune. By the time he was 40, everyone thought he was a hero who helped poor children, but in secret, he spent all his money in dangerous experiments to make himself stronger. He used cells from babies to create a liquid that changed his body. He eventually moved to a private island to hunt his enemy, turning into something that isn't even human anymore. Now he is a nightmare hunting the earth. He's the kind of predator you only hear when it's already too late to run. Guys, if you like this comic curiosity, remember subscribe for more. See you. Bye bye. Hey guys, today I'm gonna tell you the team's most brutal torture jet. McCoy is under attack and Ben Green and Wolverine arrive to defend the island at all costs. The villain Ocdu is upset with Ben and uses magic ring to lift him into the air. In a scene of pure horror, Ocdu slowly peels off Ben's rocky scale one by one to see what is underneath, revealing a strange texture and causing him unbearable pain. When Wolverine jumps in to save his friend, Ocdu injects him with a component that turns Logan into a giant monster before blasting him with a head beam that leaves him as nothing but bones. Despite the torture, Ben finds the strength to fight back and save the island, while Wolverine healing factors slowly begin to regenerate his body. The story ends with a powerful moment of respect between Ben and the mutants. And guys, if you like this video, remember to subscribe for more comic curiosity. Bye bye.
Esto es quizás lo más doloroso que le han hecho a la cosa. Krakoa se encuentra bajo ataque. Ben Grimm y Wolverine se presentan a la isla para defenderla a toda costa.
Superman versus Iron Man. Who's gonna win? How suppose Batman win this? Hey guys, the new AI is super crazy. Remember to subscribe for more analysis and more reaction like this about the Geek world. I am Wetex.
Doctor Doom won't be the main character in Avengers Doomsday. I know it sounds crazy. Everyone thought Marvel would do the same thing they did in Infinity War with Thanos, where the whole movie was about him. But this time, things are different. According to several insiders, the real MVPs of the movie are going to be Magneto and Sentry. These two are basically going to steal the show. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Wetex and today we are going to talking about the crazy leaks about Avengers Doomsday. And right now we need to talking about Ian McKellen, yes, because accidentally he mentioned that Magneto destroyed the whole New Jersey. Look at this.
Things will become a little bit easier, though I did destroy New Jersey the other day. Oh, I perhaps shouldn't have said that.
So guys, my first theory in the movie was that Magneto, it will be the same Magneto that we saw in X-Men 3 when he lost the power and all this drama with the cure of the mutant. If you remember, we had the trilogy of Fox, the first Avenger. I want to review the whole saga. First of all, we had the First Class saga with 4 movies. After that, we had the Fox movie and the timeline continuation, Days Future Past, and the whole movie of Logan. And here we had the trap, because X-Men Days Future Past perfectly closed the whole saga for the Fox franchise, but Logan perfectly fixed to end the whole story. But you know, it's something like a Stranger Thing. You can finish whatever you want, because if you accept the Day Future Past at the last one, we had a perfect happy finale for everyone. But if you like Logan, that perfectly match with this X-Men franchise, all the X-Men die in the movie. So okay, I prefer the happy ending of the X-Men in Days of Future Past, because I was wondering which version of Magneto is it. And Day Future Past is, we can imagine that it's other variant of the Fox legacy with the X-Men 3. This is the final of the franchise. We had a variant with Day Future Past, a variant with Logan, so could be 3 variants. So we had X-Men 3, Magneto lost his power. Day Future Past, he actually is super powerful. He fight against the Sentinels in that movie. Or, well, Logan even exists, you know? So, which movie it could be? And the answer surprised me, because it was Fastly actually. Insiders like Alex Perez are saying that Marvel is actually using a variant of the X-Men. In this reality, humans and mutants live in a perfect world, a utopia, but they had to fight many incursions to keep in that way. In their world, characters like Jean Grey and Storm already died in battle, and Beast is the one who knows everything about the multiverse. This is why Professor X and Magneto are working together as friends. The big conflict started when the Avengers ended in the X-Men universe, since these mutants are used fighting multiverse threats. A massive war breaks out. This is a direct reference to Avengers vs. X-Men comics. It also explains why we might see different actors, because the original version of those characters are already gone in these timelines. So guys, that is why I thought that version of Magneto was of the X-Men 3, because he's an old man and I thought something like without power, you know? But now it's confirmed that it doesn't in that way. And now we had talking about the other aspect important of these leaks, is that these X-Men are used to fight with other versions of the character. For example, Captain America, Iron Man, or even Spider-Man. They fight with a lot of incursion in this universe. So, wow, you know, it's something like incredible. And actually, it's funny that explain that other characters like Jean Grey and Storm are dead, because, you know, if they want to take part of the movie, it's easy to say that that they died in fight, So that is something important that I want to remind. This X-Men fight with other incursion a lot of time. And I think this is the perfect opportunity to explain the Secret Wars. How one universe invading other universe to prevailing in the multiverse. This is the entire plot twist of the next movie, and only a few characters of the 616 universe that we knows about this violent truth. This character is Loki, and actually he knows about that because can explain all the situation. So we will see what happened. But let me in the comment, what do you think about this?